It's a tough game.
I
just
think
conceded like 20.
rating-wise, Brooders has a lot to lose.
It took me like 5 minutes to concede 20 games, so we could like change the profile.
How in our first ever game do we come up against a 464 Elo player? This is rough.
Oh, you even got yourself a profile pic, DeepCube. Nice. Yeah,
it
by
was
the
like
way,
the first scoop.
I forgot. We're live. Hello, everyone watching the VODs, because we have no watchers just yet. This is Terra Mystica doubles match today. We've got, there's a lot of us here, actually, in the call. But yeah, what's going to happen? We're going to see, watch, and observe a very interesting game between the teams, actually. Each team here consists of 2 players, and we've got everyone here with us. So why don't you guys say hi? We've got Brooders, which is Ginooo and Haligh.
Hello.
Yep.
Hopefully my audio works right. We've got DeepCube, which is Nerdcube, and DeepFinesse, or the other way around, DeepFinesse and Nerdcube.
Hello.
How's it going, everyone?
KIWIBROS, Stevo, and Sam the Kiwi, or Stevo, aka the TheresLifeJim.
Kia ora tātou. How we doing?
Let's go.
And PENCILBO, who's still missing here. Claybo and TerraSteel.
What up?
Hey.
Yeah, nice.
What are we missing?
You're missing the table because you need to join the game to play a game, Claybo.
I never got an invite. I don't see it. Where is the invite sent to? Better question.
Just go to the Brooders account. BROODERS.
It's in the 2v2v2 chat.
How is this platform working, this BGA?
I
don't
am
know
not
this.
up to speed.
I just played 5 million games there, but I have no clue.
By the way, Brooders still haven't accepted our friend request.
Oh. Well,
That's
you guys all have accounts for all this.
Yeah, you missed
Phil
the
left
memo.
out.
you can use
Phil left
yours. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just take some elo off your main account. Sounds great.
That works.
Wait, so is this it, or do we have to do like one game to get rid of the thing first? The beginner first game, I think time doubled. Not sure if that's.
Oh, shoot. Right. Well,
I think it's all right.
yeah.
It's okay, you will need that time.
Cool. And
So,
yeah,
I mean,
so
if
do
we
we-
start the game and cancel it again, does it work this way?
Yeah, I think. I was proposing we start the game and then we collectively abandon, so it's not the first game for us or the Kiwi Bros.
Okay, let's do that.
okay. That's fun.
Yes, but I guess the time is not doubled, so. Might not matter.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, today's game gonna be casted by me, myself, Ejay and Xevoc, who are here with us, hopefully. Hopefully they are.
Hello.
Hey.
Yep, that's right. I missed that. What settings are you guys playing, by the way?
Arena with Fire and Ice final scoring added in. So fjords, landscapes, Fire and Ice final scoring.
Cool, very nice.
Claybo, you guys need to join again because
I'm assuming this is the same table. I'm not getting any like notifications.
I sent the link because I forgot your name.
Here's
Fair.
Clay.
I guess we go now.
All the best, everyone. Thanks so much for playing. All the best.
Do we have to
Yeah,
change
ditto.
channels now?
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
Yeah, I guess we're
Yeah,
ready.
fun.
Go to
Fun.
your rooms. See you guys later.
Go to your rooms, everyone.
Good luck
Go
and
to
have
your
fun,
rooms.
everyone. Haligh. Haligh is still here. Stream sniping.
Get out!
I
Get
didn't find the
out!
channel to close it.
Ginooo all alone. Ah, he's gone. There he goes.
Okay.
Ginooo doesn't need his help.
Haligh is just there because they needed 2 players. Okay, they're in. Okay, they're in. Good. Yeah. Levels issue. Yeah. Let us know if if audio works, if it doesn't work, if are there any other issues? Oh yeah. By the way, it's 10 p.m. for you, right, Xevoc, or something?
Yeah, it's a bit past 10.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. for Xevoc. It's 9 p.m. for me, and 8 p.m. for Ejay. But also, it's 9 a.m. for our KIWIBROS.
Could
From
be an
New Zealand.
advantage.
Yeah,
Could
they
be an
just
advantage.
was better than waking up and playing a Terra Mystica game against some of the best players in the world, right?
DeepFinesse admitted in his upcoming Fire 2 on Air episode that he prefers playing in the morning and thinks it affects his performance. So,
Oh yeah, if any of you wants to win against DeepFinesse, you better find him during evenings because that's where he's weakest. Right. Okay. How about let's talk about the game, the setup. Are there times doubled? Yeah, it seems like it. But okay. Today they were gonna play Fjords map with landscapes and Fahrenheit scoring, and this time around it's gonna be stronghold and sanctuary distance, which simply means that you count the hexes between your stronghold and your sanctuary. Who's got the most earns the most victory points. The same way network works. We're missing the ship score victory point pass tile. We're missing 4 coins with a cold bump and a priest. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot to talk about. What do you guys think, Xevoc? What do you like in this setup? We've got big buildings, round 1, towns,
I
round
think
2.
it's cool. I think it's a cool setup in many ways. Like there is this stronghold sanctuary distance, and there is round 1 like stronghold or big building bonus, and then the last round you have it again.
Oh yeah.
So I think I think some factions will or build the stronghold like round 1 or even sanctuary, and then they will finish the set on round 6. So this is quite nice synergy, or even do both of them on 6. So this is quite synergy with the like Fire and Ice scoring we have, and there is also bonus 6, this infamous bonus tile in game, which makes everything possible.
Yeah, that's true.
all your dreams come true.
We'll probably see some factions building both of their big buildings in the round 6, maybe perhaps once everyone builds their sanctuaries and strongholds in the first round and in the middle of the game, and after that they can do we commit to our big buildings in the round 6, and they're also gonna score, and also there's that very nice scoring there, which is pretty cool. We see Nomads in the first seat, picked by Brooders, Haligh and Ginooo.
Yeah. That's a nice pick. They are like they can start with stronghold if they like, and there's also like
every Nomad's pick is a nice pick.
Post.
So
What?
every Nomad's pick is a nice pick. You said Nomads is a nice
Yeah.
pick. They're always a nice pick.
Yeah, and there is like trading posts round 3 and 4. Like Nomads really shine when they get their trading posts up, and like you produce 11 coins each round if you have all of them. And I think Nomads should try to like get all of their trading posts down at the end of round 4. If they haven't done that, they have failed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Nomads are pretty good on this map too. Well, every faction is pretty good on this map. Yeah, what do you open here as? Because what pastel you get as Nomads here? It's gotta be either temp ship or 6 coins. So if you have 6 coins, you probably want to open Stronghold, right? Hope for the workers action, something like that.
Yeah, I guess like opening Stronghold is possible here, but also opening Temple is fine. I would maybe slightly prefer Stronghold opening here because round 2 scoring is Town, and if you have the Stronghold, you have a reasonable like chance to get the Town scoring. Get 5 points from that and get an early Town. But if you start with a Temple, it is almost impossible to finish a Town on round 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh right, you can hit round 2 event with Nomad Stronghold. That's right. We've got Witches picked by KIWIBROS and Giants picked by DeepCUBE, and I'm not surprised by that pick actually.
Yeah,
Spicy.
all of these factions have really nice strongholds, so they are all capable of starting with that and benefiting from like the stronghold. So it's not very like I'd expect all of them to build the stronghold on the first round. Nomads can kind of opt out of it, but I think stronghold might be still the stronger line, especially if they get the worker power action.
Could be a quadruple stronghold, massive leech party.
Yeah, and you always love these games where you have both Nomads and Giants, which have their strongholds like up on round 1, and like you are at constant like you need to protect your hexes right away when the game starts.
Let's ask chat before the game starts. Who do you think? Who do you see as the favourite here? Which team? Arguably, DeepCUBE has got some of the highest caliber players. But then Brooders, Ginooo and Haligh, they play together a lot. They know each other. They work together. They work together in the international clash. I think they could have something.
They play there with Xevoc, who is here with us. And yeah, Claybo Jangles, which is PENCILBO team, but they were just too lazy to make a different account, which is Claybo and TerraSteel. They also play a lot of games together. Usually those would be 2v2s games, and we've played them once, me and Ghostly, and they crushed us on our own stream. And I was considering not inviting them there anymore, but yeah, here they are. What's gonna be the fourth pick? Claybo takes their oh my god, Claybo. PENCILBO takes their time here.
They're thinking. They are thinking.
Yeah, I think like of course on paper, Nerdcube and DeepFinesse are probably the strongest pair, and they also have some experience from international clash, so they have been in this kind of situation before. So I would consider them as the favorite. But like Haligh and Ginooo have had lots of practice together. Like their account already has 464 elo, so they have played a couple of games. These like Nerdcube and DeepFinesse apparently haven't. So let's see what happens. And who knows, these other teams could also like be a wild card.
We've got dwarves picked in, sandwiched dwarves. And actually, I played a sandwiched dwarves game today, and I beat them down like to 10 victory points today on this map. But yeah, they like some spiciness here, PENCILBO.
Yeah, I think they want some unpredictability in this game, and they pick dwarves.
Oh, okay. This is big. This is big. Sorry, I'm just looking at the DeepCUBE chat channel, and they have a stream going on with annotations. DeepFinesse is annotating a map on their voice chat. They have got this sorted. That is nice.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. I'm not sure they're aware that we can see it, although we can watch it live. Okay, never mind.
Ghostly's joined them. What are you doing, Ghostly? That's not fair. They've got 3. They're not allowed 3. Sorry, Xevoc. I interrupted you. What were you saying about dwarves?
Yeah, but they still have a like reasonable like starting bonus style here. Like they can start with the spade, so they have a bit more flexibility, even though they are sandwiched.
True that. they started with a spade, and with how this map works, they actually can safely use it at one of the hexes. Yeah, even though they're sandwiched, I'm not really sure that's that big of a deal for them, as long as they can secure themselves some key hexes like C6 that opens the other gray hex in the north. And they also have it's a landscapes game, so they can place their whatever that is called, the tunneling thing, and that allows them to skip one more hex while tunneling from that, and also use it for the cold space, which is pretty neat. And also the dwarves are probably the only cold faction here. I mean, on paper, right? But yeah, with I noticed that with landscapes they can put those cold spades to use pretty much. So I can see that going nice for them. And also,
Yeah, and
if all factions open strongholds, right? They're the only ones that's gonna open with temples, and they're gonna be the only ones
yeah,
with priest because there's no priest tile here. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
like it.
yeah. Like, but and they are not the only sandwich faction. Like we have also giants who are sandwiched. So like,
Oh, obviously.
dwarves are not gonna be the 30 faction here, even
Mhm.
though they are sandwiched.
Mhm.
Uh, and what do you think? Like, if everybody else is going stronghold, I'm not sure if they are, but if they are, like the dwarves might have a quite good shot at getting the like double spade action and getting the single spade bonus tile and like all the good stuff. I think that might turn out to actually work quite nicely for them.
Right. So yeah, Matt said that he bets Nomads open temple. With witches and giants probably opening strongholds. Do you does it influence? Would it actually, Xevoc, influence your choice in terms of opening with nomads? Would you go temple here because the other factions don't, and therefore you're gonna have that priest income advantage here? With
Well, I think that like if you get a double spade first round, then maybe yes. But if you don't get the double spade, then I think, and you get the worker action, then I guess the stronghold is a stronger line, especially if you start from say f4, and then maybe you can like use a stronghold on g5 and get h5 for free. That's I think possible. If that's a possibility, then I would definitely open stronghold and try to get those, and then I could pick the other initial two dwelling somewhere else. But if there is like this double spade opportunity, that's really strong as well. So in that case, it might be worth it to like skip the stronghold and go for the double spade.
That's right. Especially since, well, we can safely assume that dwarves gonna take the spade tile here. Big buildings gonna go to giants. Witches are left with either worker power or temp ship. They, depending on what they're doing here, they can take temp ship and open with workers action, build stronghold, and open with stronghold and how many? 4 dwellings. That's pretty good. But that
Yeah,
also means the nomads will probably take either workers power or temp ship, which is additional power. So that double leg option that you've been talking about is um, even more probable, I would say. So yeah.
Yeah. I think the worker power and 6 coins are both fine tiles. Of course, if the witches go for the worker action, then it's quite possible that you actually would like to go with the double spade instead of the like stronghold.
Right.
But I think it's not guaranteed that they would start with that opening, even though it might be actually quite strong here. You want to secure your like tiles very early with giants and nomads in the game, and dwarves.
Yep, exactly. So
And there is also this fire and ice scoring. So like witches really need this diagonal connection from bottom right to top left in order to score well from that.
I think that's what I would do actually here. Get a temp ship, open with workers action, build stronghold on f8, ship to g9, and to D2 from F5 fairly early to secure that D2 from Giants, and then fly somewhere else like I6 or C2 or something. You're gonna be low on coins pretty much, but yeah, I guess they can work it out somehow.
Yeah.
King of
yeah,
Gods. So for people joining more recently, we've got Brooders is Ginooo and Haligh in a team. KIWIBROS is Sam the Kiwi, and Sam the Kiwi, who is the designer of the the West Kingdom game series with Garfield Games, and TheresLifeJim. A shout out to the KIWIBROS. It's hard to see if you zoom in, but their little avatar is Mr. Frodo and Samwise Gamgee. Then we've got DeepCube, which is Nerdcube and DeepFinesse. Now their logo, interestingly, if you look at it, it kind of makes me think of like a startup tech company sort of vibe. It's a bit like a Tesla-y sort of logo, which makes me really worried that they are going to make some kind of social network and like rule the world, because I think they probably could. They've got the brain power to do so. So that's worrying. And then Claybo Jangles is playing Claybo with TerraSteel joining him on the team. So 8 players in teams of 2 playing together.
That's right. And while we're at it, I believe King of Gods is Simon B. So, hello, Simon. I'm gonna write these things down, so we can just paste it whenever this question comes up again.
Oh, you're a clever man. A
Oh,
bit of
it's
a bidding
not so-
war between. Does it work?
Carry on.
So we got witches and nomads fancied at the moment, both sort of being bid down fairly evenly. 20 VP on witches, with Haligh and Ginooo sat on them now, and Claybo's on nomads for the same. No one going to the factions in the center of the sandwich yet.
Yeah, but you gotta say that I think this is the right thing to do. Like the nomads and witches are clearly like safer and maybe even better than the other two. They are not sandwiched, and they are quite likely to connect. They are quite likely to score well in the like final fire and ice scoring and even network.
That's right.
So I totally understand why they are heavily bidding on witches and nomads.
That's true.
And yeah, I think like dwarves and giants should like aim for this game. They probably will be a struggle to like maybe they can pull out something in the like fire and ice final scoring some points, but they cannot really compete easily for the like big points in the end. So they really need to score well during the game, and you need to get like beat down these other factions.
That's true. What's the plan here for, let's say, giants, for example? So you obviously open big building. Can they get town round 2? Probably, if they aim for it. Shouldn't be that that bad. Trading posts around 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think you really need to try to get the town. Like if I think even the double spade on round 1 is a like possibility. If you get it, it might be a good idea to take it to secure the town, especially if you get blocked by somebody in the like. Usually, when you start D3 and try to start digging towards D6, somebody always blocks that. In this case, it's gonna be dwarves probably.
Yeah, they're starting with a spade, so that's where they're gonna put it. I would imagine.
And I think giants would really like to connect 2 reds here for round 2. But connecting 2 reds here, which reds can you actually connect? You probably cannot without a bridge. Because if you start E5, witches will start F5 and nomads will start F4. You cannot connect to either of the southern ones. If you start H3 or H6, nomads are going to place the 3rd dwelling between you, and you cannot get that either. And yeah, like all of the reds have the same problem. So they really need either double spade on round 2 or round 1, or they need a bridge.
Well, yeah, that's usually the case for giants here. They very often go for the early town with a bridge to connect C4 and B5 usually. These are the
Yeah,
closest
yeah,
to their starting positions. So yeah, trading post
yeah.
round 3 and 4. Yeah, go, carry on.
One more point on like double spade versus bridge. I think if you can, the double spade is like it costs 3 more power, but it's something that the other factions also like desperately want.
True.
And if you can like take it, it's away from the others. You steal a hex from somebody while making your own town, and others don't get the double spade, which is powerful action for them as well. The bridge is nice for you, but I would like to keep that as a backup option. You take it if you don't get the double spade, but if you get the double spade, you probably take that and use it to form the town.
Yeah, with the starting spots.
Xevoc, how did you?
Yeah, that's gonna be always the problem with the three of us. Okay, let me just say
You go.
real quick. Yeah, speaking about that double spade, well, giants usually want to spend their power on other power actions, but here with how starting spot's gonna look like, so we're gonna have everyone probably from D3 up to F8 here, and similarly on the other continent, E5, G4, F4, F5. So the lich is not gonna be that big of a deal for giants. They're gonna get it. So yeah, that double spade you're talking about is definitely can happen, may happen. And we've got DeepCube jumping onto dwarves here.
We got dwarves. Hey.
Go on, Ejay. You wanted to ask a question?
Oh, I just remembered I needed to say that my beverage for this evening's stream, as this is a doubles match of Terra Mystica, I poured myself a double measure of barrel-aged gin for the game tonight. So cheers, everyone. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I was going to say, Xevoc, how did you played with the BROODERS guys on the International Clash? How did you get along with them as teammates? How do you think they will play together today, Haligh and Ginooo?
I think they will play well together as teammates. We had quite good like communication during the International Clash. I was myself like I hadn't really played for a long time back then, so I was kind of the newbie there. But yeah, it was nice to be in that team. We had some fun. We had some fun in the chat as well, like voice chat.
That's true. That's true. When all the calls,
it was good fun.
We remember that stuff. Bone 6. Yeah, Xevoc calling himself a newbie. That's certainly not a thing you hear every day here. But yeah.
It's all relative.
So yeah, these players agree that dwarves are not the 30 victory point faction here. What would be, guys, your predictions? What the action should look like here? The starting points here. What do you think?
I would probably go like below 10 even for the best faction. There is fire and ice scoring. If there was no fire and ice scoring, I think it would be quite close. Maybe a couple points down, but not much. But with fire and ice, I would like put extra 5 points to beating.
Sure. Yeah, the fire and ice scoring obviously changes things here. We've got landscapes, but we also have fire and ice scoring. The distance between stronghold and sanctuary. Yeah, and about the dwarves here, the last ones we haven't talked about. They probably open with the spade here, spade tile. They open temple for earth 2 and they spade, and I don't know what else. They pass for a double dig or something here. These trading posts in the early, well, around 3 and 4 can be very early for some of the factions, dwarves for example here. So I'm not sure really what's their. Well, they're dwarves. They're fairly easy to play. You just build your temple. You just tunnel to dwellings. You build training posts and training posts around, and you finish up with big buildings here. But is it enough actually for them to be to go for the win here?
Yeah. Like I think this track is not like ideal for dwarves. The trading posts maybe they come a bit too early. If you want to like get a lot of points from the trading posts, then you are gonna like the worker economy you have is gonna take a hit. So I think Earth 2 is definitely the best favor for them because otherwise they just don't have enough workers to build enough trading posts on these scoring rounds.
That's true.
But yeah, everything in this track seems to like go kind of a bit of like wrong order. Like you would like to, for example, the round 5 is dwellings. You would like to build the stronghold maybe first and then dwellings, but now it's the other way around on the track. And round 2 town, you would like to maybe build some early trading posts to form a town, but then you cannot score on round 3 and 4. So you really cannot score both of them as dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
there is a couple of things that go against the dwarves here. But one good thing for them is that the shipping scoring tile is not in the game.
Right. So the others can abuse it, and also they have the advantage here on cold trucks as opposed to other factions.
Yeah.
The chat's been talking about giants starting on H7 here, and I can see that as an option. You're gonna have witches on G9, maybe even in round 1, and you can get that G10 hex fairly easily through H8 or something and form a town there. But that would require you to build stronghold on the other hex that you're starting on, which probably would be E5 here. So that town is going to be much harder to build.
Yeah, I agree. Like otherwise, it's a really great. If the witches start for whatever reason G9, they really cannot start there because F8, the dwarves are down there, so they need to start from F8. And the giant have no control when witches will come to G9. They probably will come, but giants cannot control that. So they need to build a stronghold elsewhere, and then it's no longer beneficial to have the extra red tile because your stronghold is somewhere else. I totally agree with your assessment.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, witches will probably go there, maybe even round 1 if they get the temp ship thing. Can they? Can they? Yeah, go ahead.
One line that the giants can try, it's not sure guaranteed to work. They could start there and then start with priest action, and then they send the priest to air and hope that by then witches have come there. And if they do come and you build stronghold there, that's a strong opening for giants. But you have no control on it, so it's a risky play. It's nice if witches come, but it backfires if they don't.
Right, and you also skip a lot of leech because of that, because you're gonna delay building your stronghold, so you're not getting more leech.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but I think they like good position for stronghold. Like it is again like well positioned for fire and ice scoring. Like it is in the corner, so it's really good in that sense. And it's also like if you get a priest to air, that's also really good. So I would be willing to give up any amount of leech to get those like benefits as giants. So I think it's good if it works, but if witches don't come there early enough, then it backfires.
Super. We should jump in one of the voice chats while the auction is still going on.
Oh, you're right.
Get some of the auction.
You're right. Whom do we go to? PENCILBO's been thinking. How about KIWIBROS? They've been. I'm not sure anyone's been.
Let's go and see the KIWIBROS.
Okay.
I'm sure they're having heaps of fun. Let's be quiet. We'll be shh. Everyone be quiet. Be quiet, everyone.
How is it going?
Hello.
The stream
We're
is
going.
Here. Oh, we actually have PENCILBO going for giants.
We have a game.
Yeah, we wanted to get some insight from you.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling good?
Well, Steve thinks we've overpaid. We probably have overpaid. But we just see that a lot of Witch's hexes are going to get taken. Giants are potentially going to be stressed into taking like B4 or D2, even F5 if Witches don't start there. Dwarves look like they might just ignore the track and hit the Earth 1 and get double dig and things like that. I think everyone else is going to be building a stronghold, but we will see.
Yeah. Look, we think we've got heaps of leech. We're going to be very competitive in network. Our concern is just scoring. Stronghold opening for nomads. Where are our points coming from? That's our priority here, is just trying to figure that out.
You guys feel free to work out your dwelling placement. We can just listen in while you chat.
We've confirmed. We think it's E7 and C8.
Yeah, I think E7, C8. Given the fire and ice scoring.
True, I like it. What's your opening?
Oh wow,
here?
you remembered the fire and ice scoring.
Our opening is going to be do an upgrade, and then hope to take workers on the rotation, and then chuck down our stronghold and get to a round 2 town.
We really want F4 stronghold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't see those hexes being taken away unless Giants do something silly like start H6.
In that case, we'll have to.
We can stomp through E7, D4. You know, if they start there, we'll just upgrade our stronghold on E7.
Guys, you got it sorted. I'm impressed.
Well, who do you guys think's won the auction? What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me.
We haven't made our minds just yet. Except, who do you think won the auction here?
I think Witches and Nomads probably. I would favor those bids, but I could be off. Let's see.
KIWIBROS, who is actually piloting today out of the both of you?
It's me, SJ, the Kiwi.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
We like your avatar.
Yep, I'm Samwise and Steve is Frodo. He's the ring bearer.
We took that photo just last week.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So, okay, one more question for you guys, even though you're the one supposed to be asking us a question. Oh, worker power's up. Okay, sorry, we're going to have to talk about this. I was just going to ask if you thought that dwarves were going to take stronghold. We want worker power. Yeah, we want worker power.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, that's awesome for us.
Sweet.
That's our dwelling sorted.
It is our dwelling sorted. All right, we're just upgrading F4, yeah.
F4 for sure.
Cool. Okay.
Seat 1 leech. Let's go. Seat 1 leech.
I was just interested if you guys thought that dwarves were going to take big building, but I thought spade was just better, right?
Yeah, we like them taking spade because we know that means F3 is probably gone for Witch's flight. So that was one of our considerations with Witches, is just the loss of hexes, you know?
Witches might do a dwelling rush here instead. They might get double dig and do all their shipping stuff.
The other option, I suppose, for dwarves is they could take D5 to stop that that town for giants too. So we'll see.
Okay, we'll leave it at here. Thanks, guys. We're probably
Thank you. Heaps of good luck to you, Kiwis.
Thank you.
Good luck. I like your start.
Thanks, Xevoc.
Okay, that's the best thing for them here.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go. Oh, I'm having fun.
Okay, so this is, as I predicted, Witch is getting temp ship and grabbing those workers in round 1. So they're gonna open stronghold and for dwellings.
Wow, lovely. That is
Yeah.
Brooders. That is Ginooo and Haligh. Great stuff.
Yeah, and because this, like, after they took the temp ship, it was kind of going to happen. So that's why the worker power tile is better for nomads than 6 coins, because they need the worker to, like, if they want to open stronghold.
Yeah,
So
because
they
otherwise they don't, nomads wouldn't open stronghold, right, with coins only. So
yeah,
they would go for the temple double deck, perhaps, maybe, if they get it.
Yeah. And that's fine as well. But if their plan was to open stronghold, then this is the tile to do it.
And PENCILBO team decided to go with the usual e5, d3 starting spots. And these are obviously fine, right? They usually go for it.
Yeah. I think the interesting thing will be what it will be their first dig. Are you assuming that they would build a breach and then take c4?
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen, depending on what others are gonna do here in terms of where others are gonna upgrade and how much leech will Giants get here. But yeah, the bridge and they gonna c4 building 2 more dwellings seems okay. Although
Quite a lot of leech, I think. Quite a lot of leech they're going to get.
yeah,
But if they get enough leech to get the double spade,
oh yeah,
that might be interesting thing for Giants as well, because then they are not relying on the bridge or going to b5 on the first round. They can go anywhere.
true
And
that.
in that case, you have the option of going. I guess you want to do the round 2 town. So then, well, if you don't get f3, you need the bridge anyway. So that option is kind of out of table if they build their stronghold in e5. If you assume that the dwarves are going to take f3.
DeepCube thought quite a long time there about whether to upgrade or not, and then they did go for it. So they're thinking it through.
Yeah, they probably just figured they're gonna get more leech on e5. Although witches are gonna come to d2 at some point. I'm not sure witches are gonna upgrade on f5 at all, maybe. Unless they get enough digs to go through g6 and h6, which is very unlikely, I'd say. So yeah, I'm not sure. I probably would upgrade on d3 anyway here as Giants. That's also in the case of getting double dig round 2 or something, or round 1, that's probably a better spot for a stronghold if we're talking about early town round 2. But I don't know. I'm not Nerdcube and I'm not DeepFinesse. So.
You also have to have
I
the
know Claybo
Iron
and
Ice scoring in
TerraSteel.
mind in this. So if you're building as you are building the stronghold right away, you need to think where the sanctuary might be for you as a giant. And maybe they are like trying to go all the way to h7 and build it somewhere there. And then if you build it there, e5 is a couple of extra distance compared to d3. But I guess if you go to the west instead, maybe there is no neighbors in the west, so maybe that's not a viable option. But then d3 would be better.
Did the Kiwis not say they were going to try and get a round 2 town on the center island? Is that what they said when we were talking to them?
Yeah, that's very reasonable plan. Like if they get the stronghold and they sandstorm g5 right away.
G5. Yeah. We can ask chat. Who do you like after the auction? Which team did well in the auction? Which team is behind?
Personally, I like witches here the most, I would say.
Yeah, it's a nice start with the bonus tiles, right? They're looking good.
Yeah, and they get leech regardless, and they're gonna get leech even later rounds, round 2, round 3. So they're not missing that much here. And dwarves are gonna upgrade on e8 at some point or the other, and witches do not need more leech than what they already have here, I don't think. So, and one more worker coming from the cult here also. Nothing to sneeze at.
No one's taken the priest yet. Priest to air is nice here.
Yeah, I believe everyone's trying to figure out who's getting double dig here. What do I do with my power if Giants go for bridge or coins action here? So I guess everyone wants to get as much leech as possible and figure power actions a bit later.
Yeah, the 2 big strongholds are up. We've got a game.
one of the long term, like I think otherwise witches are like really nicely like going here, but one of the long term problems with them might be that like they are not gonna get the round 2 town, and then if they build a lot of trading posts on round 3 and 4, they probably can build them, but can they build them in such spots that they are like useful for towns? I think that might be the challenge for witches. If they manage to do it somehow, like for example securing F6 or other these kind of tiles which are not guaranteed to be yours, it might just work. But I think this is something to keep in mind for them, that it might be challenging to find nice spots for the trading posts. They might get neighbors, but they might not form towns with them.
True, although let me remind you that there's one guy that scored 197 victory points on Fjords in the same setup, which is landscapes and Fahrenheit scoring. And he was playing witches, and he built only one town there. So, yeah.
Who was that guy?
Figures. That was Xevoc.
Maybe you don't need towns. Yeah.
There are free pass tiles, no ship pass tile, unfortunately, for them, which might have been pretty useful. But yeah, with such great economic opening here for witches and Fahrenheit scoring here, I'm pretty sure they can get away with one town or two towns only.
Yeah.
Giants get the bridge up to C4, so they're going to stomp their way up to the north there and get some dwellings down. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think the league, I'm just looking where the double league might end up here. The Dwarves might get it. So they might be up for quite nice start as well, because
yeah, they have
they're getting a lot of
H3, D5 if they want to, use a double dig this round.
Yeah. Would you, if you were playing dwarves, like normally you would double dig maybe H3, D5 or D4 even, but now you probably cannot take D4 because you have to, like, giants might steal C6. But like one option for the dwarves might actually be to double dig E4. What do you think about that?
Oh, right. Remember that they also have the landscape, so they can double dig for landscape and place a dwelling.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, in that case, D4 might be the best option. Place landscape there and then build C6. If giants have used their stronghold action, you can after that.
Now they have.
Is that a good place for the landscape on D4? Does it get you much if you go there with the landscape?
It doesn't, but you secure yourself some space. Otherwise, you might lose C6 at some point, right? Or F6 to nomads or giants. So you waste landscape, but you get a hex that allows you to connect or get 2 more hexes. So yeah, you get something for something here. I'm not really sure though.
Lockie. Shout out to Matthew Locke in the chat. My friend Lockie, who is recovering from COVID, but doing well. And I just absolutely owned at Seven Wonders Duel earlier this evening. Hi, Lockie.
Yeah, all best to you.
He's good. He's well.
Yeah, I bet DeepCUBE are wondering if they want to double dig. They probably want to. They went for Earth 2. No surprises. All others went for the stronghold openings. And yeah, that means dwarves are gonna put more priests than anyone else to cults, which usually is the case, but in this case in particular. Yeah.
Yeah, it is probably a bit tricky where to place that double dig because there are like several great options.
That's true. But yeah, I actually like either D4 or F7 here. D4 a bit more. Even if you ditch landscape, you get C6, A7, maybe A5 if giants allow it, which they might. Yeah. Also, the thing with there's a thing of witches flank to B4 maybe this turn or next round, and that will provide giants with a neighbor for trading posts for an early town here, which probably won't happen because of that. So brooders might not fly there at all in the first round.
Where they fly is interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's really like interesting. Like if dwarves, like I'm still looking at this E4 option. It might not be the like best option, but if you double it that, you might even place the
landscape to go to
landscape there.
E2.
Yeah, I don't know if that's viable, but
Mm-hmm.
it would be kind of interesting idea. Then you would block D1, and
That's
which
also
is
very important.
It seems good. Yeah, landscape there is nice. Oh,
Yeah,
and here we go.
that's
Oh,
what they
they
go for.
are.
But they build it well.
No, they're
Okay.
building the dwelling.
They build the dwelling.
Do you think that they are trying to go for the round 2 town now, like build dwelling D1 and then 2 trading posts next round?
Yeah, if they get some coins here, which
they might ask for the 7 coins.
Is anyone else passing? No. So yeah, they got it.
That's a bit of a weird sequence if you're building trading posts next round, and then there's 2 to get the town, and then there's 2 trading post rounds. When are you building the dwellings? It's maybe a bit awkward.
It is awkward, but it is really strong to get the round 2 town. Like you probably get the, if you're lucky, you get the double key town.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of spades from the cults that way.
Although where you put those spades though, right?
Yeah, it's a bit risky to place them anywhere because
if
yeah,
if they place landscape, they could have used those upcoming cold decks that we're talking about here with double key wherever they want, because they can tunnel, use the tunnels for them.
But if they place landscape, they cannot town next round because they cannot build a trading post in E4.
Right.
Dwarves, by the way. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, all I was going to say is, like, dwarves are winning all the cults here, right? Like, the cults are so open. Dwarves are the only one with a temple. Only ones maybe building a temple anytime soon. They've just got all the cults.
Interestingly enough, giants pass before building that one more dwelling to get those coins. And I actually like it.
Yeah.
With witches on B4 there. They get neighbor. They can build safely their town here. They might also get the coins action if they want to. And that also ruins, the plan for dwarves that we've been talking about here for an early town.
I think it's a spicy move. I think both of them would have been better off if the giants built their dwelling, but this could work. Like, it's better for giants than dwarves, probably.
Oh, definitely.
Should we jump in a chat? Should we go and listen in to someone?
Let's go to PENCILBO team. Okay.
Let's go. Beam me up, everybody.
Claybo and TerraSteel. Here they are.
And then
the stream is here.
Hey, what up?
How's it going? Hey. I love that pass from you.
Hey, thank you. It was a PENCILBO move.
Trademark.
Yeah. Obviously, we're thinking we don't lose B5. So that was, if we don't lose B5, it's got to be a good move. So if we lose B5, terrible move.
And it was all your idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you feeling good generally about the position then? It seems like quite a nice start.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Terra was saying he feels like we're in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah, we thought we might get blocked with the big building tile round 1, and then dwarves would open sanctuary. So we're just happy to get that.
I'm sure Xevoc especially was talking about the dwarves sanctuary star after one of the games he posted was one of the legendary sanctuary dwarves round 1. And we expected it, so we were pretty stoked to get the 2-worker past tile.
And we also,
yeah, I think the sanctuary would have been on the table if you don't get the spade bonus. But if you get the opportunity to get the spade bonus, yeah, that's much better than some crazy lines with Sanctuary.
I think we would have done that if we ended up on dwarves, but yeah.
Yeah, crazy, as you said.
Yeah.
This just feels like, I guess, standard. I mean, it's hard to play like a crazy Giants game because most of the time you're just like, you're really struggling just to, get the engine going. So
Yeah, so
that's all.
What's your plan here? Do you open with coins action?
Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about. Get a coins action, and we've talked about getting a shipping town because obviously we're gonna get a town round 2. Like we already have the resources we need, so either a ship town, coin town. I don't know.
Yeah, I think ship town for sure because we're going to be tight on priests.
Right. I'll go ahead and snack these gold coins up though.
Yeah, we can
watch the world cry.
Cha-ching.
That's right, ka-ching. There was this one game I played a long time ago. Oh, it was a 2v2 with like Barnwell and it was one of Adrian's first 2v2s, and I put a landscape with the nomads down, and every time I got a gold coin from it, I'd yell out cha-ching. One of the most satisfying feelings in the game. Oh yeah.
Matt's asking, how are you feeling about sash distance? The Fire and Ice scoring. Are you going for it? Are you punting it?
Are you?
We're gonna. Oh, just noticed. I mean, I don't know how Terra feels, but I kind of feel like we're on the lower end of being able to score big on it. So if we get 3 or 6 points, I think I'm gonna be happy. But I guess a lot of it depends on like, I'm sure dwarves are connecting, but like, bro, what if they don't? That'd be nice. And then I don't know. I don't really know how these things turn out. I don't really see where everybody's putting their sanctuary yet. So
I mean, witches want to put it like A1 or B1 or C2 or something. But we were thinking we might be able to cut that off at some point, especially if we win the race to C3.
That's true. A big thing we've been talking, well, not we, but Terra, he's like, yo, C3, 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 C3. So we got C3 on our mind.
Okay.
And I'm not talking PO, I'm talking C3. C3PO.
This is why we came here. This is what we came here for.
Yeah, I just watched Star Wars, so it's on my mind. What can I say?
Yeah.
Hey, actually, sorry, this is a little off topic, but have you guys seen the Star Wars documentary? It's called what is it called? I know, Empire of Dreams. It's how they made like 4, 5, and 6. Dude, it is the best freaking Star Wars movie, and it's not even a movie; it's a documentary.
I have not seen that.
You gotta watch
There we go. Let's get up. Oh, this is great. Yeah.
I'm
This is
not
more
a Star
important.
Wars fan myself, so. But I might watch it since you recommend it.
No, you gotta watch it and then report back.
Okay.
Should we watch it now, or should we watch the game and then watch it after?
I mean, I'll let Terra finish this game out. And then,
let's go. Right, let's go watch Star Wars. Come on.
Yeah.
Right, are you up? You are up. Go on. What are we doing now? Talk through it.
I think we're gonna.
Oh, it's like the easiest move. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna pass for the temp ship, right? That's what we talked about.
Nah, maybe in a couple moves.
Yeah, B5.
Do you have any concerns here? Anything that you're worried about in this game?
I'm worried about my partner. He's worrying me. That's my only worry this game.
C3. We're worried about C3.
C3.
Now I'm slightly worried about C3. I'm also worried about dwarves going to F6. They might, just threaten that side of the map. And at least
they're already there, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, what's fear has been realized.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is why I'm worried about my partner.
Fair.
You gotta
Not-
keep up, mate. You gotta keep
yeah,
up.
now you understand.
All right. Good luck to you two. Hopefully
Thank
you
you.
finish your town. Hopefully you get your C3 here.
Thanks for
We'll talk to you
peeping
later.
in. If anybody asks,
Um,
we're worried about E3, not C3.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thanks. And yeah, that changes plans for dwarves dramatically. That early pass and taking coins here.
Yeah, really impactful, and like giant. It was nice to hear about the giant plans and taking the ship tile. One nice option for them would also be to take the worker town and build a temple this round, so they would get priests that way. I think both of these lines are viable. I'm not sure which is better. I might actually go with the early temple, but since they have so many coins, but let's see how it works.
Yeah, but also I'm not sure dwarves are really, like concerned about the state of things. If they get some coins here, so they can pass for workers, power worker tile here, get the coins action, and build a couple of trading posts or even more dwellings, with the coins action. So they're not forming their town early, but they can hit those trading posts around pretty good, and maybe score some more with the trading post pass tile at some point.
Yeah. Like I think it's fine for dwarves. Like it was like not nice that they didn't get the coins, but they got some dwellings instead. So it's not end of the world. I think both of these lines are very viable for them. And now this might actually be like safer way to play. They might be more likely to connect when they take f6 right now, and because it might get taken otherwise.
True. But to connect, they also need h6 or g6 or
Yeah,
i5, but that's,
yeah. I would expect nomads to make their life slightly harder, the dwarf life, by taking h6 this turn. It doesn't have a neighbor, but it's gonna get a neighbor. So as nomads, that's what you should take this turn.
Okay, so what do you do with nomad? Do you take it, for example, a single dig to dig h6, form a town, and oh, I guess that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I think that's what they're hoping for.
Nomads have gone d4 with their sandblast. Put their
Yeah, they're probably eyeing up on single dig on h6. I would imagine.
Yeah, and I think if they don't get the single dig power action, they are probably gonna hard dig it.
Yeah, they can hard dig, no problem.
Yep.
Get the town. They're pretty happy. They've done what they were planning. Witches have dug B3 up in the northwest, so they are connected up to that northwest. So, they as long as they get I6, they're connected. So they can look to build that sanctuary up there, maybe, and get a really nice big stronghold sanctuary distance. Maybe they just get denied a neighbor up there now if that's how they're going to play it. I don't know. Depends what the other guys do.
But if you were playing giants, would you really like let dwarves come to c3?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, they're going to get.
I think if dwarves are not in the game, the giants might delay coming to c3. But since dwarves are threatening it constantly, I wouldn't have the nerves to not take c3 as giants.
Nomads have the dig tile actually as well, so nomads can use their bonus tile to dig h6. So they're happy. They're very happy.
Yeah.
I really love the nomad game.
Come on, Kiwi Bros. Come on.
They have 8 points though so far, but yeah.
But they are gonna score a lot of points. Like
sorry, carry on.
They win network and they score quite nicely on the stronghold sanctuary distance.
Oh, so we already know that nomad's winning network here. Okay.
That's what I'm expecting. The witches might put up a fight, but with such a economic opening that the nomads were able to do, it is really hard to beat that if they play it correctly. They're gonna get a ton of leech, ton of neighbors, ton of early towns. everything is falling nicely in place for the Nomads. They are well set up for the trading post rounds too. Like they have nice amount of coins and they have power to take the coin action if they need.
What town
Yeah,
do you take here with Nomads? Can they go for the double key?
Ooh, super.
Yeah, that's
The
yeah.
rewards aren't, as great.
Yeah. In this situation, I probably wouldn't go for the double key. Like normally, it's like almost always a good move in round 2, but you are not getting a spade right away. You're not like really getting it the next turn either, because you need your like power to coins. You are not getting much out of the cult, so it's mostly just for points if you take it.
Well, if Nomads build a temple for Earth 1 here, which they can, and they build a dwelling on H6 from a town, they can get that cult spade here.
Then it might be worth it. Yeah.
That's a nice line. That's a nice line, Super.
With these factions here, apart from dwarves, the cults are still wide open. We're gonna see only 2 priests sent to cults at the beginning of round 3, probably, unless somebody takes the priest action here to send it there. But yeah, even if not for the cult rewards, the Tuki town may turn out to be a lot of points in the long run here.
Yeah.
Pure cult points here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is like, and the line you just pointed out, taking Earth 1, you even have a good spot for the cult spade, the C7. Like that's a great spot for it. And then if you have Earth 1, you can also get the water cult this spade easily. And it just seems very strong. Although, like, if they don't take the double key town, maybe Water 1 is slightly better than Earth 1 right now.
True. That's also true.
We've got some players running really quite low on time here. DeepCube went all the way down to 8 seconds on that last move. Brooders are now on 7, 6, 5, 4. They're thinking about this.
Yeah, they can kick them if it comes to that.
Oh, that over the time. What's our rule for that?
That's actually like a tricky thing of like playing in this team format. You are kind of making like joint decisions, and sometimes when you disagree with a decision, then you end up in this tight time situation where you try to like make up your mind what you will do, and then somebody has to make a final call, and often that call, like, you have to make it during the final seconds, and that's tough.
And you were trying to sort of pilot a team in the International Clash while you were still sort of learning the BGA interface on the web. So it was difficult, and there were times where it was clear that you guys were having to rush decisions or sort of having to make calls. It was tricky.
Yep.
Yeah, Team Europe always had the longest thinking time, if I remember correctly. And yeah, Nomads go for the Earth 1 here. Pick up. I like the
I like this. I think it might be the best line. If they take the double key town now, like the Earth Temple is definitely a good idea. And I really like that nobody here has rushed Earth 1. Like, it was the first copy of that.
So the sort of the story that I did mention when I was plugging this stream, which is a true story, is that we invited, or Super invited, the KIWIBROS to play. So he invited Sam and TheresLifeJim, who are they're great Terra Mystica players. And then we invited DeepFinesse if he wanted to come and play in the doubles game. And we were thinking, I wonder who DeepFinesse will pick as his partner. Maybe someone from Team Asia. Maybe, he's a good player. He could handicap himself and pick someone a bit less experienced to play with. But then he comes back and he's like, yeah, I'm playing with Nerdcube. And Super put a post on the group chat saying, Nerdcube and DeepFinesse in, and Sam the Kiwi replied, "Nerdcube and DeepFinesse, what are we doing here, mate?" So they got thrown in at the deep end a little bit with the team selection, a bit like PE or sports at school. So you know, I like to see the Kiwi guys having a good game here.
Yeah,
against
definitely.
some tough opposition.
But
Dwarves get.
And
Yeah,
so
carry
far,
on.
I actually like the Nomad game a lot. They even like placed a trading post in such a spot that the landscape trading camp in such a spot that they get the coin from dwarves right now, and they needed the coin.
Yep, exactly. Also noticed that.
Perfect stuff.
In order not to burn power there.
Yeah, that's just like everything is just aligning nicely for them. They, I don't know if they get a town next round, but they might be close to getting like second town next round.
That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you're nomads now, and if they probably won't get the trading post pass tile, but imagine if you could pass for the trading post pass tile now and build 3 trading posts and form the second town.
Yeah, they're pretty low on coins though, but yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, witches have got the first pass, so they've got tempo on the coins with 8 worker income. Dwarves have 8 worker income as well, though, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Are you expecting a water 1 rush here? If you've got 2 Xevoc, if you've got 2 trading posts rounds in a row, normally to me, my basic mind would say build a temple for water 1 in the first one, and then maybe build some trading posts in the second one. What do you reckon?
That's generally like good idea if you have this like 2 trading post rounds in a row. Now there is the extra complication that there is still copies of Earth 1 available, and the Earth 1, if you're just taking one of those favors, Earth 1 is likely to score more points than Water 1, even though like Water 1 is going to score more points at the end of round 4. But then you need to secure the Earth 1 before round 5, and you might not be able to do it. So that's why I think the Water 1 rush is not as bad here as it could be, because there is like several good options available. Even if you fail to get Water 1, you still get Earth 1.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Interesting.
Also, I don't see like nomads going for Water 1 here next round. They probably want to build their economy a bit more.
Yeah, they simply don't have enough coins to do it, probably. Let's see. Maybe if they pass to 6 coins, maybe they have enough. But let's see what they decide.
Giants did get their town in the north, and they did take the ship
town.
SHIP for Peter town. So they've got their 1 ship on the and they've got the temp ship.
Yeah.
They can get to C3. TerraSteel can rest easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
they can build a lot of dwellings here with that.
The one thing with Giants, like otherwise I really like their plan, but they have 4 workers next round. Like I really would have liked to get worker town here because they have so few workers, and trading posts cost 2 workers each, and you are gonna want to build at least 1 temple and like 4 trading posts by end of round 4. That's a lot of workers.
I guess their plan would be build a temple, build 2 dwellings, pass for a good tile, and hit round 4 training post pretty hard here. They also have power for workers for Act 3 or Act 4 depending on what happens here. I guess they're gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Should we beam down to a voice chat, or should we do it at the start of the next round, or should we go end of round? What do you reckon? We could catch up with the Brooders, see if they're willing to speak some English to us.
Sure. Let's go to Brooders. They're probably, I'm not sure if they're busy here. They passed a long time ago, so let's do it.
Beam me down.
Hello everyone. It's Stream here.
Hello.
Hey.
Guten Tag, Brooders.
Yep.
Are you coming to disqualify us?
Yeah, you ran out of time.
Right. Listen. Yeah. Oh, you did it twice actually, right?
No, only once, I think.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
first
Oh, because
time.
you passed, right? Yeah. Tell us what you think about your game. What's your plan here? What do you like? What don't you like? How are you feeling? What's the weather?
I
The weather
think
is nice.
our opening was pretty nice. I mean, Stronghold with 4 dwellings is always amazing. But now you just need to give me some time to fast click so that I don't miss more time. Maybe Haligh tells you a bit.
Yeah, I think so far everything went as planned. We thought that going for distance and committing to 2 towns only would be a nice plan. We are hoping to not miss out on Water 1. Getting coins now on Water 1 is nice, and getting Giants on C3 now as well. So we got a neighbor to upgrade the TP, which forms the town. And so I think the feeling is good in Team Brooders.
That sounds excellent. Good
Yep.
job, guys. Feel free to discuss your next moves if you need. We'll just listen in if you want to talk away.
Yeah,
we could, but we speak in German usually.
Ah, yes, the language thing. Well,
but we don't mind to speak English for a few seconds, I guess.
But I think we can proceed our plan and now build the temple on C2.
Now we go C2. There's still something to be said about D2 just for a bit more leech because something might happen there. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we are
maybe-
going to build any trading posts that don't form a town anyway. So
Yeah, I think we, depending on the pass tiles which are there at the end of the turn, it could be that we build anyway on D2 the TP, so doesn't matter. And I don't know if we get the same amount of I don't know what Giant is doing, which hexes they take now. So in my opinion, DeepCube is in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. That early pass from Giants was it certainly put them off track. They find their lines here, but yeah.
And Xevoc, what do you say about our economy? Do you love it?
Yeah, it seems great. Like out of the auction, I liked Nomads and which is the best. Like the sandwich factions were like.
And you know,
just a second.
I guess.
Yeah. Do we build trading post C2? Is that okay?
I still vote D2 just for the option of more leech, but I'm fine with C2. I'm fine with.
But where do you think we get more leech? Which hexes will be taken there? Because I don't see that.
E6
Giant
and C5, they are fighting for connection.
Yeah, Giant has to fight to if they want to connect the dwelling, they need to do that. Yeah, I agree. We can build D2. It's okay.
And do it quickly. We don't want to be punished,
especially with us here.
The problem is that Xevoc is this time in the stream, and he's always straight with penalties. Okay, but yeah, I really like our game. So in general, I really love witches on this map because I think they are super strong if you get your core hexes and if you're able to connect. And I think we got those goals. If we fly now to I6, we are in a very good spot.
How are you feeling with Fahrenheit scoring here?
Yeah, so that's the next point. I think both distance and scorings are amazing for witches because they can build from A1 to H8, and normally you win the distance with that. Or so our long-term plan is to build the sanctuary on A1 to have a great distance with the big buildings.
So next move, we upgrade to temple and take Water 1 just to make sure because we're short on time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for sure. So these are the plans in Team Brooders.
Nice. Should we leave you to it?
Yep, we shall. Not to disturb you too much. Thanks, boys, and good luck to Team Europe.
Yeah,
thank you.
Let's fly away. Caw-caw, caw-caw.
Okay, how much you've been drinking that stuff, mate?
Super. I'm having so much fun. Like, this is great. And let's give Superczary some credit for organizing this thing, because organizing a match between people in New Zealand and people in Europe and people in America and people wherever is a difficult job, and you've done great, and this is really cool. I loved hearing Ginooo and Haligh talking, because that's a little sort of hint of what we got to hear from the Team Europe chat in the international clash, and they're analyzing where they're going to get the leech and talking about it together, and those sort of like the little like micro decisions that maybe when you're playing on your own you don't have the brain power to think through exactly where you're going to upgrade in the right spot, but that's what they were doing in the clash, and that's where the level of play was so high, and that's where stuff like this team play Terra Mystica can be a really interesting way to play, where you've got that collaboration between however many players, two on a team at once. So yeah, this is great. I'm really enjoying it. You did well to organize it, Super.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that hard. Everyone was keen to play it, so. But yeah, we missed a couple of things here. Nomads went for the 2-key town, as we've discussed. They can form a town this round, which is cool. And also we see DeepCube building all of their dwellings here with the dwelling pass tile. They had it right. Yeah, they did. Now they are gonna open with coins action, and they can build like for trading posts with no water one, or maybe they get water one. So that doesn't sound bad actually. The only worrisome thing is
that's if they get water one. Well, they still have the backup option of getting earth one, but if they get one of those favor tiles, this seems really nice for them as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, just bowling for trading post with trading post pass tile seems good enough. They probably won't be bowling anymore for the rest of the game, maybe.
Yeah. But they probably want the scoring favor, because they are not going to, if they can afford it, they might be able to afford it because they get the coins action. They can form a town to get maybe coins even, or something else. They might be able to afford 4 trading posts and a temple, and that would be amazing.
Giants are on G7 now. They've stomped G7 down in the south. They're at 3 shipping. So are they building a temple now? Maybe they are. Not sure.
Doesn't look like. Actually, I like it a lot. Like round 3 and building how many 4 dwellings throughout the map. Securing yourself some distance here. Before anyone disturbs him here. Without F1, but no dwelling scoring here, but still seems good enough to get your workers going and maybe hit that round 4 training post harder a bit.
There's still not too much pressure on Water 1, which is the only one who have taken it. Yeah, and Dwarves can't take it first action.
Well, they can go second, but they probably are not going to upgrade their Sanctuary on G4, I don't think. Well, maybe they will to secure Water 1, but that's Sanctuary is 2 coins less than 1 more temple, and that's more tempo.
Yeah, true.
It's also in the bad position of D6.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it would be much better.
That depends, what they think is better here. Getting in Water 1 or putting a temple in the other spot. Spending 2 more coins, but making sure that your Sanctuary is in the right spot. But also they can still bridge to C9 to form their second town. And they definitely at some point would want to go to G6, which can be taken anytime by any other faction. But I don't think anyone is interested here, just to block dwarves. I'm not sure any of the other 3 teams is gonna commit and say, okay, I'm gonna spend my resources, my actions on G6 so that dwarves do not connect. I'm not sure any of those 3 is gonna commit to it.
Yeah. The thing is that the only one that would be interested in doing it probably would be giants, and they don't have any like extra spades to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because nomads and witches might beat dwarves anyway in network.
Mm-hmm. There's the network, but also here with that very nice scoring, it's twice as much important to actually connect your structures here to score any points on that very nice scoring.
Yeah, but I think what do you think about this giant play to G7? And I think this is kind of interesting play because it is like they are now getting access to southeast, H7.
That's
and
where they
they
can
probably
put their
planning
sanctuary
to
down.
build their sanctuary down there. And it is bad news for the nomads because now nomads won't get the southern town. The nomads would, well, maybe they anyway wanted to do the like A10, A11, A12 kind of stuff.
Although witches will not allow them to take G10, I don't think, because witches want both F9 and H8 here.
Yeah, but the dwarves can. Well, it depends what the witches will take first. Like giants go to H7.
Witches
Then if
take
witches
H8, they have to.
Yeah, the giants can take F9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, giants can just with 2 ship now. They can threaten like so much of the map. Currently, they've got
and
they can go anywhere.
I think giants had really interesting other line here as well. If they didn't go for it, but it would have been interesting to see them double spade B2 and then giant spade A2 or B1 if they can.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting. God, yeah. Witches do accept the neighbor to build a trading house down on G9. So a bit of cooperation.
Well, let's see how long it remains a cooperation.
Fight.
Okay, so
and dwarves even are like they don't have any dwellings left. But if dwarves would have spare dwellings, it would be really scary to be witches now because dwarves could take F9.
Yeah, at any point here. The thing here is that if giants go to G10, right, that leaves witches with 3 hexes. Okay, I guess they can go for G8 at some point to form their town, which they probably really want to. But that's certainly.
And nomads might go there. Nomads need a connection hex. They need either E6 or G8, and of course they take G8 if they can because it's better for the witches.
They do have a cult spade at the end of this round, so
yeah, but depends on if they want to sandblast it or just single dick one way or hard dick E6. E6 is cheaper in that regard. But
I think the nomads are gonna use their cult spade on B6 because they want to secure the access to A12.
They've got a ship.
These two, right?
Come on, Kiwi Bros. Come on.
Yeah, they're the only one with the cold spade here. Yeah, that seems like the only reasonable hex, right?
DeepCube update. Nerdcube in their chat is muted, so maybe they've fallen out. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, we haven't heard from them just yet. Yeah, their game seems like the most. I'm stressed about their game actually. I'm kind of stressed. If they can make it out of this position. Oh, and you're right.
G8.
Yep. That leaves witches at a pretty awkward spot where they probably have to dig F9 and hope for E10 or build their sanctuary there, but that's probably not great. Yeah.
Yeah. Tricky. Also, dwarves are threatening F9 as well. So yeah, they've got giants.
Well, dwarves still
Giants
need to
all over them.
build their training post first. But yeah, they have workers to do it. Certainly.
Interesting.
And the giants now they passed before dwarves, before witches. So I think they should take H8 now, and then witches take F9, and witches have to dig E10 at some point.
E10 seems pretty safe, I'd say.
Yeah, it's safe until the giants have 3 shipping and nothing to do with their spade.
True. They can also upgrade digging. It's landscapes here. Which reminds me, they haven't built their temple yet.
Yeah, there is also the giants are probably considering here whether they want to take water 1 as quickly as possible or take H8.
Right. Maybe they're considering a double dig here.
They're thinking about it. They're thinking hard. Yep. They're taking their time.
They're talking Star Wars now, and they're distracted.
Yeah. Who knows?
Clay, we have to play. Make your move.
Interesting that it sounded like Ginooo was piloting the Brooders there. So that's the pilot for their team. We've got Clay playing on his own account. And
he doesn't want to lose any elo here, so.
Right, so he's trying double hard here. And yeah, they go for it.
It is H8. There we go, yeah.
That seems, that's a good move, especially against witches. Well, they can still form their town, but that's gonna be costly. If witches want to have, form 2 towns, build sanctuary with expensive trading posts on A1 or something, and they also want to connect with free ship upgrades, that's costly.
Yeah, there's a lot to do there.
Can witches actually double dig G10 now, and they have the spade tile on their hands?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
It's attractive for sure. Of course, there is again this favor tile pressure. You would like to they need some more coins. They would like to build some more trading posts. They probably run out of coins if they do it.
Super. I love it. I want to see it. It's a line that I like.
Yeah, it depends on, that secures themselves a town.
The town is really great. So if they take it, they get the town right now, and they get some extra coins from the town.
Yep.
And they can build more trading posts that way.
Giants don't have any more dwellings to place at the moment, so they can't build G10 right now.
And there's probably no threat of others taking double dig here, so witches don't have to commit to it now.
They'll be thinking. They've got a minute. They've got a minute left to think. We'll see how long they take.
Yeah.
We should check in with one of the other teams as well. We could listen in to DeepCube, see what they're up to.
Sure, their round seems pretty easy enough, so let's do it.
Beam me down.
The stream is here.
The whole crew.
If we may interrupt you.
Feel free to if we're interrupting you, but yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way.
No, yeah, we're just talking about how. Okay, witches do take G10. Nice.
But yeah, we don't have we don't have worker. We don't have dwellings.
Yeah.
Relax.
I mean, this is fine too, right? Like they didn't need to actually build G10. They just need to turn it away. Although, I mean, who knows how spiteful are giants that they'll just dig it back.
Yeah, although giants have no dwellings here, so.
Oh, they also don't. Okay, well.
They could put their landscape now there. Though. Oh no, they don't have a temple.
Feast of Fire, right? We're still good with that.
Yeah. I was looking at, what was I looking at? I was looking at a square that I was thinking of. I wish we had a free dwelling. It might have been G9. Yeah. This is actually good.
What is good?
Dwelling on I7. Not sure why. No, maybe because the most important thing is we need Nomad to build on B6 to give us 3 coins. That is all we ask.
That's priority 1, yeah. I mean, they should be right. Where else are they gonna They're gonna want to build a trading post up there. Like that's got to be their plan, right? Sanctuary town somewhere around B6, 812.
Yeah, I don't think I think this is just a network. Like they're just like building up buildings. Although it's the wrong time to do so.
And they'll still have plenty of stuff to be able to build dwellings on B6 and A12 and upgrade B6 to a trading post. So yeah, our next action's trading post, and we need to go to C9 ASAP just to like signal to them to go there.
Well, you could argue that if we don't go to C9, that makes them like they want to get there before us. So then when we go there, we give them half of each.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we want to signal to them, like, just in case, right, that they should be expecting a neighbor there, so that that's where they can put their sanctuary town, and that they don't need to do it, like, I don't know. So if they're not tempted to try to do something off of I7 or something, I don't know.
Well, they want I still think they want the sanctuary town A12. They want the sanctuary A12, but they'll need more than one trading post there anyway. Like they need one on B6, but I think they want to force one on A12 to get to 10. Witches have basically committed their 10, I think, with this second temple. I don't think they could put out third temple, let alone like an expensive temple. So witches have committed 10, which means that we're gonna get a pretty nice score if we go 11 or 12. Because you can't reach anywhere further than from F4, 10 is the absolute max. 8, 12. So we just need to aim for 11, which is H3 for a good 18.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to interrupt you too much, but how are you feeling about your game here?
Feels okay.
But yeah, I already liked it a lot. I was more of a fan after Eric was like, okay, let's do the pass. I'm like, yeah, it looks ugly, but it works like pretty good, I think.
Yeah, we were more worried, but then we saw the line of like we pass onto the dwelling tile, we get 2 coins and 8 points, and then we quick pass onto a trading post tile that's going to give us 8 points and 3 coins and a worker and a coins action, right? So I think that was a really good line. We also we were worried about not getting to D6. Like D6 is ending up being a pretty key hex for us because it's going to let us town over to C9, get our stronghold on C9 for the distance. So like we were really thankful that nomads went up like D4, C7. So yeah, like in round 2, I think it was like we were noticing a lot of things that could go badly for us, but
yeah, the early pass from giants.
Yeah, giants. Yeah. Like we were short coins because giants passed early in round 1, and then nomads took the 2 key, so our cult game was a lot worse. Like so things started to go wrong, but enough things have gone right since then. Like witches and giants have started to fight a bit down there in the south. Like witches, giants, and nomads all had to do some like fighting for territory when we didn't really have to, and that's very convenient. And we're still playing a pretty okay cult game.
That's true. Are you concerned here about connecting?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that could go wrong. But we have G6, which we don't think anyone wants for any reason. But we're gonna take that next round. And then our backup plan is landscape on I5. It would be nice to not have to do that. Like to save our landscape for something else. I don't know what else at this point, but Yeah, so we've got those 2 connection paths, and then we still have triple dig E6 with the landscape if we need to, right? Like, so we have 3 things still open, and I think
Which
at
actually
least one of them will be.
Yeah, E6 is not under pressure anymore because Nomad's went G8, so that was also pretty nice.
Yes, yeah. We have a lot of outs for connecting. But we were worried about that for a while.
Did I spot on your stream at the start of the game a bit of screen share, scribbling, sketching stuff going on, or was there anything like that at the beginning?
Yes, highly classified. It's taken.
Was that like planning some placements of factions in the auction? Was it something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just trying to predict where everyone would be.
Yeah, Ghostly jumped in there, I think, at one point, right? He said he saw everything.
You can't hide from us, guys. You can't hide from.
Well, we were right about everything, so
yes.
Our notes were what has happened so far. Just watch the replay of the game. That's what our notes were. we planned it. We only got to round 4 though. We planned it out to round 4, and then we're like, okay, we'll wing it from there. But so far, everything has happened exactly like we planned it.
Now we enter uncharted territory.
I'm scared a bit. I'm just a bit scared.
I actually semi-believe that. It doesn't seem too ridiculous.
Just trying to play up into the belief of what some people might think goes on in DeepFinesse's head, like. Yeah, because people always ask, like, oh, like how do you do the auction? And it's like the joke answer is like I play out literally the entire game in my head, and then I just see what the scores are. And
yeah, we did get the starting placements down to a T, so there's that, including the Nomad C8. So that's good on everyone's part.
Yeah, I'm sure the Kiwis will be happy to hear, that they lived up to your expectations.
4-7 C8. and the opening too. Like, okay, Nomad Stronghold, Witch is Stronghold, Giant Stronghold. I guess that was less difficult.
Right, let's leave DeepCube to it.
Thanks, guys, for the insight.
Take off back to the mothership.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. See you.
Pow.
Yep. So according to plan, nice.
I love those guys. It doesn't sound like they've fallen out, despite my speculation. It seems like they might have been putting it on for the voice chat, but it sounds like they're still
scoring a lot of points. I think good like rough way of estimating how they are doing. Like if you have round 4 trading post and that's the last trading post round, you can check at the end of that round how many trading posts you have on the table. If you don't have 3 or 4, then something has gone wrong. And like Giants game, for example, they have 2 unbuilt trading posts. That seems a bit sketchy, especially when they build their temple to H7 instead of H8. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they will build 2 temples.
Yeah, so I made calcs here real quick because I believe we were gonna see we already see where strongholds and sanctuaries are gonna be built. So I see with witches on F8 and C2, that's 9. And that's the same for dwarves if they connect from G4 up to C9 here. So they're tying for first. Then we have, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have nomads. If they build their sanctuary on B6, that's 8 distance. So that's a third. And giants. Doesn't matter if they build on H7 or H8 with these spots that I've mentioned, they're still gonna come in fourth. So.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, would you, as nomads, would you like build it to 8-12 instead?
I make B6 9. I make it 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it might be a 3-way tie based on that.
I'm counting just hexes between. I do not include these structures themselves.
My apologies.
But the same for the others. So yeah, building a an expensive trading post on A12 and upgrading it to Sanctuary is a lot of points for 3 coins.
Yeah, but assuming witches will not do the same in A1. If
That's
witches
true.
do that, then nomads are probably better off tying war or just settling with the third spot instead of building the expensive trading post.
Although witches have already built their 2 temples, I'm not sure I've ever seen 3 temples and one temple upgraded to a Sanctuary witches game.
Yeah.
Huh.
So while we were on that chat, while we were with DeepCube, the new startup based in Silicon Valley, witches did, or just as we joined, they did dig. They did it a bit of a different way. They dug. They took the double dig and they dug F9 and G10 once, and then they used their spade tile to dig G10s. They did block that off, and they did get that town in the southeast. They took a coin town, so that was resolved. Quite a neat sort of response to that threat from giants, and they got that all locked up.
Yeah, to be honest, actually, I think the rest of the game is gonna be pretty straightforward from now on. So witches are just gonna build their town in the northwest. They're gonna upgrade shipping, and that's pretty much it. The cults are, I guess, the only interesting, curious thing is if who wins fire here, and if witches make a run for air, maybe. Nomads are gonna build third town. They're gonna come in tied for first or third here in terms of Fahrenheit scoring here. Dwarves have their 2 towns, and yeah, the only thing is if they are connecting here, if anyone disturbs them, but that depends only on other players and if they consider dwarves to be a threat here, if they connect. Speaking of which, actually, witches disabling dwarves connection earns them additional 3 points for Fahrenheit scoring.
Yes, yeah, that is big. I wonder if the brooders have realized that, if they'll be thinking about that.
But even if they have, like dwarves have currently at least, so many outs for their connection, they can build E6, they can build G6, they can build I5. Any of those.
That's right. That's right.
You need to block all of them.
That's true. That's true.
The cults are, so even though I said at the start the cults are all dwarves, nomads with that 2 key town, they've made progress and they've got temple. Well, they have a temple now, so they've got priests. So yeah, I think you did just mention it, Super, but yeah, the fire cult is a key battleground now.
Yeah, dwarves probably taking it. Nomads still want to upgrade shipping at least once. Yeah. First, probably going to dwarves here.
What have dwarves done with their temple, with their priests? Oh, they've got a priest. They do have a priest in hand still. Okay, yeah. But nomads get 2 cult spades this round, which is nice. They have got all the cult. Well, I guess the lion's share of the cult rewards, which is nicely done by them. Come on, Kiwis. Come on.
Yeah, I wonder where they put those. Like H46 just to free up some hexes for their dwellings.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess they could A10. Double dig A10. We'll find out.
I love that little dwelling on D3 from Giants. It's hiding out there. I almost forgot about it.
Just
connect
in the middle. It's not crucial for connection at all, is it?
I think Giants, like if you look at their game, it's looking really brutal for them. Like all the others have a passing tile, Giants don't. Giants are gonna not score so much in the end scoring. They don't have cults. They are not leading by much. I think it looks pretty bad, unfortunately.
They have 2 spades left. They have 1 red open on E1, and there's only 1 red on H3. They still want 1 more dig for their sanctuary town. They want another dig to free up that dwelling on D3. So that's 3 more structures probably. They're not winning network. They're, as we discussed, they're not winning far nice scoring either. So yeah. Their game looked pretty good, but it turns out the others are still doing fine here.
Like the Nomad Cult Spade on A10, I think that's decent move. I think another option for them, if they are concerned about dwarves, they could have taken like I4 maybe.
I4, right?
Just like block, because they don't really
take
need
I4, yeah, and then that maybe if you take I4, you encourage witches to block on G6. Although I guess you just encourage.
I guess it depends on whether you consider dwarves to be a threat. I think they are doing well on cults. They are scoring quite nicely. If they connect, they will probably like compete with the nomads. But this is the like safer play. Like I like this play, but I4 might be a viable option. Maybe it's not because witches are still like well in the game.
Yep. So we kind of agree that Giants are probably going to be last here, right? The others are pretty close in terms of points, and all the other factions have more things going for them. What about the others? Who do you like here the most? Nomads, witches, dwarves?
Who'd you like, chat? Give us a shout. I won't answer that. I'll let the expert answer that. Xevoc.
Yeah, it's really hard to say. I think it might just like boil down to who will get the pass tiles, good pass tiles for the final round.
Right. And they're all taken, so we're gonna see some stalls here probably.
I mean, this is nice for nomads. They've got Earth 1. I guess witches have Earth 1 as well.
Yeah, but nomads have already formed their 2 towns. They have 1 more town coming, and they're 20 points behind.
Yeah, but they compensate a lot with the cults, so it's not like.
So okay, so let's compare dwarves and nomads here. I think their game is what's left in their back here. It's pretty similar. They both have 1 more town. They have similar cults here. That probably depends on who wins network. Yeah, dwarves probably are not gonna be great on network. Okay, that's not very good for them. They don't have that many gray hexes left. 2 actually.
DeepCube are close on time. They're having a big think. And they go for connection. G6. They take.
Yep, they mentioned they were gonna take it this round.
Oh, so they take the single spade for power action and.
Yeah, they didn't have for power for double dig, and yeah.
I wonder if that's like greedy enough. Like, if you are like dwarves here, would you send some priests to cults and try to get the double spade? Maybe witches will take it, but they just might not.
Well, it's it's a might thing here, so they may not. They probably just felt that network is too many points here. That's definitely too many points.
It is,
risk it.
but my point is that now that they burned down so many workers by doing that, is it like the network is great, but will they win the game if they burn down those 3 workers for this? They might have more like better opportunity to win if they take the greedy line and try to get the double dig.
Maybe it shows that they were feeling confident enough that they thought they could Maybe the only thing
let's
stopping them.
see how it turns out. Maybe they are correct that they are doing so well that they can afford to throw away the workers.
This is a tasty game, man. This is a tasty game.
The other thing about that move is that probably means dwarves are gonna pass first because they have 3 workers to priests. That's like 3 actions.
They don't have a lot of actions. Yeah.
The others have more, so they jump to A7. Yep, that's 2 more actions, and they have to pass, so they're not getting passed out for the last round. I don't think.
So Giants have taken Earth 1 with a temple on H8. Does that change our Fire and Ice scoring calculation? That puts them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, still only 7. That doesn't change it.
Yep.
Okay. If they build the Sanctuary course. Interesting. Do you know what I think? I think we should go and hang out with our Kiwi friends.
Yeah, I was thinking the same here. Let's do it. Kiwis. That's my favorite fruit, by the way. Can anyone hear me? Wait, what happened? No, I'm losing connection here. Woo! Shoot, I'm disconnected. Why am I disconnected?
Income. Second or third on the Stronghold Sanctuary distance.
I got disconnected. I'm just here from now.
Oh yeah, we actually need Super in for it to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I think we feel like you've got it all sussed out. I mean, not to be patronizing, but you're doing a remarkable job of making it really look like you know what you're doing.
That's the plan.
Yeah. We're bluffing well here.
We told the story of how you signed up for this, and then DeepFinesse came and mentioned that he was bringing Nerdcube as his teammate, and how unfortunate that was for you in the team selection.
Yeah, that's a formidable combination. They all are, though. Look, I mean, we definitely feel humbled to be at the table with these guys.
I was struggling not to fangirl around Haligh, DeepFinesse, Nerdcube, all of these players. Just amazing. I love watching them play and learning from them. So to be able to play with them is just super fun.
Yeah, this is great.
What did you just do? So you just built a dwelling. All good. You building up dwelling in that northeast.
So the line here for us. The line here for us at the moment is considering an expensive TP on A12 and templing there. So they can just gives us 1 more distance for the sash scoring, and that is probably enough to tie us dwarfs for second. That's what we're thinking. So we're considering an expensive TP on A12.
Guys, you've got it all worked out. You've got it all worked out. This is what Xevoc was saying. This is what Super was saying. You've got it.
So the game plan's there. It's just whether or not we can actually wring out the points that we need to catch these guys.
Yeah, do you think you can win this?
We've got some good in-game scoring. We have to keep an eye on the Colts. We got a good Colt lead at the beginning, but now there's a lot of priests in the game, so...
Yeah, and we really want a pass tile going into next round. Like, someone's missing out on one, right?
Yep.
And we might be able to get onto... Although it looks like dwarves are going to pass pretty soon.
Yeah,
although, do they want to pass? There's no pass tiles for them.
They're kind of like... Yeah. They've got a couple of actions. Have they got power? Yeah, they've only got a couple of actions with those priests.
They spent a whole load of workers on their connection.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a priest to earth and a priest to fire, and that's the round, right?
Yeah, we perceived that the stomp on G8, where giants were next to Witch's Stronghold, was just going to cause a whole lot of stress down the southeast, and that is what ended up happening, because then giants couldn't bridge town there, and they had to start threatening witches, hexes. So we were quite happy just to watch that melee.
The 3-way battle.
Yeah. and just migrate to the northeast instead. We were wondering about a southeast town along this I-7 to I-10 stretch right down the bottom, but then we thought, well, Giants can just stop that so easily.
Yep.
As soon as Giants got the G7, we realised that the South Town's probably not on.
Yep.
Love it. Love it.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah. Right.
It's good to see you guys getting on. We will leave you for the
It's good to know that you know what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Thanks, guys.
luck.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, friends.
Let's go.
All right. I guess apologies. I guess we haven't talked about witches for quite some time.
Yeah, they've still got the power for a double dig. What have they been doing? Yeah, they've still got power for a double dig. They built their free dwelling down on I-2. That's an interesting flight down there. Are they going to connect there?
I-2. Oh.
Are they going to try for a town down there on the south on the bottom row? Are they thinking about that?
Wow.
Nomads can't block it. Dwarves can't. Yeah, they're going for it, man. They can put a landscape down somewhere.
Okay. They must have done the math, but they're gonna be pretty low on structure. They need to place 4 more structures. So yeah, if they manage to do it, build 2 towns with Fire 2, somewhat win the Fahrenheit scoring here. The only thing is that they still need to upgrade their shipping twice, right? 2 times more.
Oh, it's tricky, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's
tricky.
additional 8 coins. But they can put their landscape down, which yeah, that's.
But I really like this. Like I think this is like a push to like score even more. Like you said that the game is straightforward from here on, but now here comes like Haligh and Ginooo, and they figure out something which is kind of cool line, which just might work. It's not like unreasonable. Like,
yeah, I agree. Well, no wonder they're much better players than I am. So
they went down to 3 seconds on the clock there when they made that decision about the double dig. So yeah, they are.
And like it is like very interesting. Like the dwarves decide to go to A7 with their dwelling in order to get 1 leech from A8 from nomads. But now they are actually because they went there instead of I4, they're making this possible. Like I don't think they like DeepCube saw this coming.
Right, you're absolutely right.
And it was I think I mistook it. It was a hard dig that they did on I5 there. So now they can again take
double dig I4 and
double
I3.
dig.
Yeah, and they place landscape on I3.
That's
and
right.
Dwelling I4 and dwelling B1, and it's a dwelling scoring round. It's a really like I think great sequence. Then they upgrade C2 to Sanctuary Fire 2, and they probably have a good shot at getting both of these towns.
Oh, we got a game, everyone. We got a game.
I like it.
Yes.
Okay, so Nomads decided to build their temple on B6. They don't have enough resources to build another temple for a sanctuary, I don't think.
I think Nomads made like they were speaking in the voice chat about A12, but then they built the dwelling on A8, and now they cannot build the expensive trading post they were talking about,
right?
Because they are out of dwellings.
That's true.
If they create the trading post somewhere else and upgrade to temple, then they cannot build the temple on A12, so they cannot do it anymore. I think this is a big mistake by them.
Yeah, probably. That thing saves them 3 coins, somewhat.
Yes.
So
it saves 3 coins, but if witches, like imagine if witches were they tied like in C2.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Yeah. So
how many exactly?
Like if witches and dwarves are tied, now that witches probably I don't know if they're gonna do the expensive trading post in A1, but if they're not gonna do it, then it's a huge win to build A12 or B6 the sanctuary.
So that if they build their sanctuary on A12, that's 6 more points and 3 points less for dwarves and witches, assuming my math is right here.
Yeah, 9 points for 3 coins.
Yeah.
And they are not struggling for coins currently.
That's also true. Yeah, okay, I agree. That probably was a mistake. But they were aware of that A12 thing, so maybe they, they ran the calcs here. Maybe they decided that, okay, we need some more coins here and there. Oh, Giants build on A2.
Ooh.
That's spicy.
Spicy.
Okay, well, now, and they have upgraded their digging.
They've got digs upgraded. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's
how.
So witches are in a whole heap of difficulty now. That's interesting.
That's probably the only way for them to get out of the 4th position here. Hope that's hope that's enough.
They can get a town up there now, right? If they could get a southeast town and maybe get a town up there if they can dig. Well, I mean, they can dig B1 now and just block B1. Oh no, sorry, witches have a dwelling, so witches can build their dwelling.
Yeah, so maybe witches. Yeah, this is like. Yeah, this is unexpected.
So does this just clear the way for DeepCube? Is this just?
I think it rather clears the way for nomads. I think nomads are really like favorite to win this now.
You know what? I think what's gonna happen is that Giants are gonna form their town, taking A1 and B2, but they probably won't be spending resources on C1. So if witches have enough resources, they still might get their town there.
Yeah, but I don't know if they were tight on resources. It's possible they were quite tight, but let's see what they can do.
Yeah, because they need a sanctuary, a dig, 3 trading posts.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of stuff, and they need a temple as well because they don't have enough trading posts.
Right. All right, because they built B4, F5, D2.
I think it is a huge wrench to the witch plan. I really like the plan until I saw Giants do this. I somehow completely missed that the Giants had even like upgraded digging.
Yeah,
they only did it. Yeah, they just did it quite recently. So
on the other hand, those dwellings at the bottom from witches, they're gonna be connected, and they're dwellings in a dwelling around. So
yeah.
That's also
So maybe they just do the one town anyway and give up on the 3rd town idea.
So regardless, that's probably what will happen anyway. And
yeah.
Simon B did mention that they might use the landscape to win water, which is another interesting line. Yeah, and that would be a blow to nomads.
I'm not really sure. Well,
Superczary
can go up to 3. Yeah.
If I wanted to learn about the various Terra Mystica landscapes, is there a way that I could do that in some kind of audio form or something?
Listen, I got you, mate. I'm glad you asked because quite recently you've uploaded our Fire Tuner episode on landscapes where myself, and BROODERS team, which is Haligh and Ginooo, we're talking landscapes. We're making tier lists and we're discussing them in various scenarios. So, yeah, So if you want to learn, Ejay, more about landscapes, I suggest you listen to it. It's available on various podcast platforms. So, yeah.
That is so serendipitous that you would say that.
Yeah.
When we were talking about landscapes. How wonderful.
Right. coming back to the actual game and the idea of witches winning water, I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Witches have 2 priests. They need those for their shipping upgrades, for sure. And yeah, they cannot spend any more, I don't think, just to win water.
Yeah,
Also,
I
yeah.
guess the like use of their landscape, if they are like short on coins in such a way that they really need 1 or 2 coins, sometimes it makes sense to just get those coins from the 3 cult steps. But
Oh,
yeah, but if they're not lacking 1 or 2 coins, then maybe it's better to just take the 5 points.
yeah,
It's the final round.
that's right.
Dwarves are thinking.
Yeah. They go for the priest.
They
Okay.
go for priest. So they're upgrading digs. No, are they?
Well, they're building
Yeah.
their stronghold. That's for sure. They have no. Well, maybe they have a spade going for them that they can use somewhere. They have no hexes available to them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they're taking these priests just to like get more gold points.
Probably.
They are building stronghold, sanctuary, and then like scoring, but they are not gonna compete network really.
Yeah.
Kiwis snap up the coins in second seat, although they've kind of got enough coins, and maybe it's workers that they're going to be short on.
Simon, what the hell is what's with that water called, mate? Just one cult. You really want somebody to take that? Okay, I see. Okay, so which
We
is
should
decided? Okay, yeah, carry on.
we should get in a we should go and listen to one of the teams planning out their final round. I think maybe just be quiet and listen in to one of them.
Yeah, it's PENCILBO time, I guess.
Guys, I'll see you there.
I mean, we probably could have. Yeah, we can probably get second on fire there anyway.
Yeah, it should be good enough. What up?
What's up?
This is obviously a key point of the game. So if you guys are planning, plan away.
I think we're good, bro. What's up?
I mean, we obviously like that fight in the northeast, the upgrade dig line, getting up there, getting in witches, getting in them, getting in their face. It's quite a good one.
Yeah, I don't like doing it. I don't know if Terra. It probably put a smile on his evil face, but
maybe.
I mean, it felt like it just had to be done, and there's not a whole lot of ways we can score points. We kind of just started at 30 points, so it looked like we were doing good. But Terra's been running the numbers. We ain't doing good.
Yep.
Xevoc may have said something similar recently, but then
no, we're aware.
But that was also before you decided to go to A2 and A1. So yeah, I think that's a good push for the third town anyway. Like you have to score somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we've basically thrown connection out of the game. We're not gonna connect. We don't care about D3. We don't care about 3 ships. So that's our whole game plan: is get 3 towns and hit that big pass button and see what happens. Because just getting like fire and ice, like getting not expansion points, but getting the points and that extra scoring is just so hard from the beginning. And then cults are always hard for giants, and surprisingly, not even surprisingly, everyone just is killing network. So I guess we can only blame ourselves for not foreseeing this.
Yeah, it was always going to be a tough spot for giants here. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we do have 85 points, which is first place right now. So if we just want to end the stream right now, wrap it up.
Thanks
first
everyone
place
for
right
joining.
Here.
It was a pleasure.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Super knows.
Yeah, you still have 2 towns coming though, right? At some points, right there. You get yourself
Unless-
a pass tile.
Hey, we got us a pass tile. That's right. Don't forget it, bro.
It
We
is a
also
big
have-
pass tile.
Oh, it's the biggest. That's actually not true. I guess shipping could be bigger, but whatever. I don't know. How you feeling, Terra?
Yeah, I foresee our fate, and it's not a good fate, but at least I'll make 2 towns, and hopefully we
Basically-
make witches cry a bit.
Yeah, basically what's been happening is Terra goes, yeah, we're gonna need 12 coins or 12 workers and 30 coins. Do we have
Oh,
that? And I go, no, we ain't got half that, bro. So,
I think it was 15 workers and 22 coins, and we do not have that.
yeah, we ran the numbers. We do not have that.
I love it.
You're
I guess
running
now,
out of
yeah,
numbers.
it's
Yeah, we're big on numbers around here. I guess Priest to Earth is coming in. That priest ain't doing anything else. Stupid priest.
So, have you been observing others much? Who do you think is winning here?
Kind of just assume DeepCube.
Yeah, we were thinking about some crazy blocking lines where like we take G6 and then nomads or witches figure out take I5 and then dwarves are left with only connecting on E6, but that was probably only us thinking about some wacky stuff.
And
'Cause
we're
their
thinking
connection-
about taking it right before they actually took it, so.
That's true. We have come to the conclusion that DeepCube just has a bunch of spies everywhere, like listening in on conversations around the world. So that's how they know what's going on. See, look at this. They literally just sent a message. Oh, that was somebody else.
yeah, they do. I mean, super. We should go and listen in on DeepCube, I guess. But they do seem remarkably well. They do have everything under control. You know, they're pretty good at Terra Mystica.
Yeah.
AI.
Figures.
Should we do it? Should we go and listen to them?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump from.
Good
one
luck,
to the other.
PENCILBO.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
DeepCube.
7, 8.
How's it going, everyone?
The
Gang's all
site
here.
in DeepFinesse's office. The printer is in shadow. Sun is setting on the game. Carry on if you're planning.
Are we live now? Can we give a shout out officially to Team Claybo Jangles for that dig on one?
we were just with them. We were just chatting about it. So yeah.
We had thought we'd screwed up royally, right? So we put ourselves in this position where we had to, like, we weren't sure how safe G6 was, how safe the double dig was. We were like 1 power short of double digging, and so we were just like so mad at ourselves for screwing that up. You know, giving witches the opportunity to block our connection and to take double dig. And then we were debating to build I4 or A7, and we're like, A7's probably under more threat, but then we were like, oh god, I4 gives witches another town. But then Giants came in clutch to just right the balance. So I love it.
Yeah, they said they just realized that they just had to try and get 2 towns, and that's the way they were going to score points.
Yes,
So,
I thought they said they heard Nerdcube's call and okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I got Claybo on speed dial and I said, use that digging, please.
So then at that point, you just felt you had to secure that connection. So you went in with the big worker input and double dig, right?
Yeah, I thought like what I said was I thought the game was between us and witches, and so I was like, witches, you know, if I were witches, they had enough power for the double dig, and they had, they had 2 spare green spots, but 4 dwellings they wanted to build in a dwelling around. So I was like, if I were witches, and I think the game's between me and dwarves, like I would take the double dig here. I would build G6, like not because it's necessary for anything, just because it screws with us and takes the double dig away from us. So I was saying I would do that if I were in their shoes. So we didn't know if we had to. Like we obviously wanted to send a priest somewhere, get some power, and then double dig it. But and that would have given us leftover workers. We could have done 1 more tunnel, had another dwelling out, scored 2 more points and points to the tunnel. Right? It would have snowballed so much better if we had 1 more power. And we actually screwed it up the previous round. We should have done like I think DeepFinesse, you said what, like if we had done a priest to a coin, yeah, just a funny conversion. But
yeah, we were discussing that. Are you doing so well or feeling so confident that taking that is important to secure the win?
Mm-hmm.
It was more of like had power, we just had double dig, and then like we didn't talk about the I2 to I5 plan at that point. So then it was just like first glance, witches have double dig. Where can they go? Oh, they can go like C1 G6. Could they do it? Yeah, they could like probably do it. And so it's like okay, we'll just take 6.
Yeah, it was like I felt confident that I thought it was between us and witches, and so so we were saying like we need to do that to at least stay ahead of we thought we were ahead of nomads and giants, and if we get cut off connection, then suddenly giants and nomads both score a ton more on like connected distance and all that, and it would have been brutally bad for us. So yeah, it was really unfortunate because I think we would have been having a pretty dreamy game now if we had just had that double dig. We would have had a lot more, witches would have a lot less, and I'd be feeling really comfortable.
Like you said, that was the point where the plan diverged and you hadn't worked it out from there. Things started
we should have
apart.
gone deeper.
So to be clear, DeepFinesse, are you piloting today? Are you in the seat?
Yes, I am doing the clicking.
Very good.
So
And this is like the first time you guys have worked together like this. Is that correct? Do you think have you done well together? Are you a good team?
Give them a secure. It's their turn.
Air 1.
Air 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
There's nothing better. Come up with something better. I'm trying to come up with something better at the wrong times today. Nothing better, right? What I would like for nomads to not be able to like threaten us with Earth 3.
So we can send priest to air.
But I think they have but I think they have too many moves.
No, we can still bump Earth 5 power priest to air to get a point off witches. That's obviously worse.
Yeah. Once we air 1, we almost have enough to do another. No, we need another worker too for the tunnel dig. So we actually have 0 workers now. 1 priest and like 4 power, and nomads took workers. That's about knowing too. Okay.
Wait, is it real quick? I mean, witches are a competition, right?
I don't think so. I messed up their town, or I'm not sure messed up, but they're gonna sanctuary now, and then I don't see their town unless they're not putting their sanctuary. Did I missee that? Because they're out of structures.
Yep.
No, wait. Have I played?
Yeah, you took care of one. Okay. I was gonna say we could figure out who the competition is and like just take because the air one's only 3 points, so it would be 4 points swing to pass witches on air with air 3 or something. But I don't know, I think this is fun.
Yeah, witches actually need to build their sanctuary, and if they want to finish up their town, they need a temple and 1 more training post, and they need to advance shipping twice. So, once actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess they're not getting
it. It is giants winning. Because they have 2 more towns. They have 3 structures left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have enough for all of that. Although granted, one of their towns, the 6 is a coin town. 6. No, they don't even need coin town. They have double priest town.
But they're only getting 6 from both network scorings and not a lot of cult.
Getting 6, yeah. Oh wow, we just have given them. That's so sad. Wait, wow, and they have to go like shipping now. Okay, well at least witches is gonna come in where their X3 is going. Hopefully it's not
Oh.
water.
Which is our air one, I think.
Oh, yeah, they're one, sorry. Yes, air one shipping, so we can't pass them anyway. And I guess, let's see, so that gives them 12 there. They lose 8, 16. They lose 16 on coats. Plus 12, minus 16. They get 4 more on the, that's a wash with our tunnel. So they're down by 11. They get minus 16, minus 11. So they're down by 15. Their network gains then 12. Did I say 12? 15? Their network gains at 15. So we're ahead of witches. Or
I believe you. I followed some of the math, but
and we have air one. Yeah, we're ahead of witches. Okay, so that's done. That opponent is done.
Nomads still have a ton. Like Nomads are scoring really well in endgame, and they have a town and a pass tile.
Giants have what do Giants have? Oh, we aren't actually beating Giants that much. Cold. It's pretty scary. This is, and then they have a double priest town, right? So that's 18. Their pass is 8. Do I just do the dig first? Like, close my eyes and dig somewhere?
Yeah, but make sure it's a tunnel dig.
Yes.
There's actually not that many physical places that we can tunnel.
Yeah. So I guess there's not. There's nothing much. I mean, there's just nothing, period, that we can do to any people. So we can just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do with the rest of your resources here?
Score a lot of resource points.
What are they going for? 8, 12.
I mean, so we have possibilities of we can bump Earth and then 5 power priest, but the priest doesn't really do anything for us. We can priest to worker to build a temple, but if we're already beating witches, we don't need to do anything on air. We can't pass giants on any cults. We could water 3. We could priest to worker and water 3, but that's just a waste of points.
Yeah, it might just be bad.
I mean, we should priest bump Earth.
No. It's single dig.
Oh, single. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you would say.
Still, I lost track of the giant calculations, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter now. Like once it's single dig, it doesn't matter. Oh, like game's over. We can just figure out if we've won or lost, or we can.
Shall we leave you to it and we'll watch the rest of the game?
We're gonna speak to you soon, probably, once the game is over. So yeah.
I hope. All right, yeah, talk to you all soon.
Let's get to the brothers real quick, maybe.
Okay, let's go.
And then we live to the general. Cool. Hey, brothers.
Hey.
Hey.
How is it going?
Yeah, we just saw that dwarves win this.
You had a rough ride with the. We loved you. You were going for glory with the South Town, and then Giants came up in the North. And, it's tough.
Yeah, it was not only that Giant came in the North; it was also that we really struggled of structures.
Mm-hmm.
Did you when you dug through that southern area? Did you think was the plan to get 2 towns on there and in the north, or
the big plan was 3 towns?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't count the buildings we had. We just counted what we would need to build and what it would require to pay for, but not that we would be out of dwellings and trading posts unless we built many temples, which we then couldn't afford. We just thought we built trading posts and dwellings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we somehow fucked it up there. But the good thing is that with this line we could contest network, but I don't know if we could contest network anyway because we lose to nomads. They will reach 17.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the correct line for you would have been to like maybe take the double spade, but use it on C1.
C1 and build in the north the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking about E2 and C1 and stuff like this, but I don't know. We got into this southern line and we were celebrating it, and it was just too much fun. So I'm still happy we did it. Since it's not too clear if we do get any points from network otherwise, and it's to me it's not fully clear.
Sure. It was a nice line. It was definitely a nice line. It was fun to watch. If you had fun, that's the most important.
Yeah, we also had fun. So
it was nearly like Xevoc saw the Water 2 line.
Yeah. Too bad that it didn't work. Do you think it could have worked somehow if the Giants didn't come?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because we also need the lead from Giant.
Right.
So I don't know. It was it was a little bit annoying that we had to build this sanctuary on C2 because that was just too many points. That was 15 points plus the 5 points from the round, so it's 20 points.
Plus the favorite tile, yes.
Yeah, plus the favorite tile, yeah, 24. So that was amazing. We couldn't jump, so we couldn't skip that. And we saw it's better do that, connect, and just build one down. Yeah, we messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry.
I think Nomads also made a mistake here. They should have built their sanctuary in 8-12, but they didn't.
Yeah,
I agree. With that economy, they could afford it, I think.
And it was we visited their chat, and they were even talking about it. But then they also made a misplay with their structures.
Yeah, just slightly getting the trading post down. It's tricky.
But I'm really impressed by the dwarves game, and it's funny because at some point we decided, dwarves are, but we should stop dwarves now, and G6 was not too bad for us, so we were gonna dig G6 the next move, and exactly at that point they got it, so just in time.
I think everyone discussed it at the same time, right? Because we were also talking about it, if they single dig it or not, if they secure it now or later. Also, we just talked to the DeepCube, and yeah, they were angry with themselves because they didn't have the single dig, and they just assumed, okay, witches have double dig, so they were for sure taking it away from us. So yeah, okay.
That's cool that it.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but Giants also did a good job at the end because they were able now to build 3 cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was counting the Giants totally out of this game already, long ago, but they clawed back.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
But they don't score too much end scoring. I don't know.
Yeah, they're third network.
Yeah, third network and
six cold points, something.
Yeah. So
dwarves pass. So we've just got
Giants pass for 8. They have another ship upgrade, so 110-23. Yeah, no, we beat Giants.
What did the dwarves do? I thought they would single dig.
Yeah, no, they passed.
Right. What did they
have
do?
5 pass points. Yeah, dwarves beat us.
They sent it they sent a priest to Earth. Okay.
Yeah, I think if we don't mess this up and are able to build another city, I think we got this.
But you need to find the city.
Yeah. You need to find the city and everything. It was tough, yeah. Because we see Giants also have 14, and if we don't go for the southern line, it's hard to find the hexes because we could fly to I2, we could fly to H1. Otherwise, we don't have these hexes.
But if you double dig C1 and something else, and then you take B1, A1, use the witches right on C1, something like that.
Okay.
That would be quite safe line. You would get the town. You would still have the option of like moving the sanctuary to A1 if you have the resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was our mistake, but we were just on fire when we saw the South online.
You can't stop them.
Yeah,
but in the end, it would have been great if we got G6 because that would have prevented us going south. So in the end, we get down and we block dwarves.
that would prevent us going south. Like
nomads are passing. Sorry.
I wonder why the nomads didn't upgrade their digging. Like they instead made a trading post, and I think this is just less points than advancing.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at this. Nomads have a ton of points.
Oh, they needed to pass switches on network, right?
Yeah, but that's 3 points.
Nomads beats us by far.
Well, they have
Two
Earth
nomads,
1, Water 1.
Do nomads win the game?
Maybe nomads win the game. Crazy game.
KIWIBROS, come on!
Okay, how about we move to the general people and see if anyone else wants to join?
Oh, this is crazy. Maybe nomads win the game because they win network. They get order 8.
I sure can do.
Yeah, we can change.
Go.
All right,
let's
go. Super. Before everyone else joins, this has been fantastic. Nice job putting this together. I've really enjoyed this. I think it's been great. And
yeah, I love this
we
game.
see the results coming in. What are we on? We're on area scoring still. So
Yeah, nomads got this.
Nomads
easily. Oh, amazing.
Huge win for the KIWIBROS.
Wait. Yeah, they have power. It's
crazy.
Super close.
Oh no, wait. Resource points.
Still 1 point.
5 points, and they get 2 points. Yeah, 1 point.
Amazing. Impossible.
Great.
Yeah. Marvelous. What a marvelous game by the KIWIBROS. Get them in here.
Amazing.
Or should we? Yeah, let's get them in here.
I can probably move everyone as the admin here.
You can.
Yeah, I can.
People.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'm forcing everyone here.
What power you have, Super?
Well, I'm the Discord admin, so
you have superpower.
Speeches.
Yeah, I'm moving everyone here. So
okay.
KIWIBROS. KIWIBROS.
Let's go.
Come on. Huge
the hobbits have completed their journey to Mordor. The ring has been destroyed.
Yeah. The ring has been destroyed. Job done.
Thank you. I'll take that loss for the greater good any day of the week.
By a point, guys.
Yeah.
1 point.
Giants getting up in Witch's business was fantastic. Thanks, mate.
Hey, that was for the greater good. We're here for you.
For the greater good.
For the greater good.
The greater good.
152.
The greater good.
One of these.
So good.
I guess you didn't know you had that, and as the scoring was coming in, it was all a bit all over the place with the resource points and stuff.
Yeah, we just had one misstep with we threw that dwelling on A8, which we should have thrown into the corner. We're going to do an expensive TP in the corner and get that extra sash scoring, but we realised after we did it, oh shoot, we're dwelling down now. Yeah, or a TP down, whatever. We just couldn't. So that was a shame. That was the one misstep we had. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. We had one misstep actually. I think it was round 1. We just bid on the Giants, something like that.
Yeah, one small step, right?
It's crazy, but yeah, just one small step. Everything else, I think we did well.
None of the 5-point mistakes matter if you do like a 20-point one. Not saying it's a 20-point.
Yeah, I think Nomads could have scored like 1 or 2 extra points by advancing digging instead of creating the extra structure.
Ooh.
Yeah, we actually did. We considered that line, but we didn't actually math it out. We thought winning network would be cool, but yeah, we did have the resources to upgrade digging. You're right.
Just tell everyone You're supposed to tell everyone you mapped it out so you'd win by exactly a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't need it. We just realized we didn't need to do it. We went for the
Yeah, that's
we went for high drama. High drama was always better, you know.
agreed.
Yeah, I was big fan of the like opening you guys did. Like what you did, like round 1 was great. You ended round 4 with 4 trading posts. That's a good sign of a great Nomads game. So like really good stuff. Besides like not remembering to save 1 trading post for 8-12. I think it was a great game.
Hey, I have a question. Can someone explain to me what a brooder is? I've been trying to figure that out all game.
Someone that gets annoyed when someone digs their hexes and stops their towns. Something like that.
Ah. Yo, that wasn't me. I know it said Claybo Jangles has just dug your hex, but bro, that wasn't me, bro. You gotta believe me.
That was TerraSteel.
Yeah, exactly.
It was my idea, yeah.
We're still waiting on your Vimo
It's
account,
called
Claybo. You
distracting
gotta
Claybo.
send me
I
your
got
Vimo
you.
account
I got
details.
you, bro. Yeah, I was gonna keep that on the DL.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for coming and doing this. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Had a blast.
That was a great time.
Seriously, it was such a great time. It was like an honor for us to play. Like, I look up to lots of these guys. I love watching Haligh play.
Yeah.
Just shout out. I'm just going to fangirl Haligh. Like, you were my
Yeah.
first player that I really, really enjoyed to watch. And then, Nerdcube, DeepFinesse, Claybo, TerraSteel, all you guys, amazing. Ginooo. Just an honor to play with you guys and have heaps of fun. And just seeing all these lines that you guys pick up on and how you're so aware of everything that we're about to do. We have to really be on top form to be able to do anything against you guys. So, yeah, thank you.
What's that with no one building next to the training camp? Come on, it's such an awesome place to build, guys. You just ignored it.
But you got the 1 coin from dwarves that you needed.
We got one. We got one. Yeah, we need.
No, we gave you 2. It was a mistake, but it might have been a mistake. I'm not sure, but the sequencing, we ended up giving you 2.
Yeah.
Or we could have given you 1. So.
But I really like that you built your landscape there on D4 and forced dwarves to build on C6, so we could pass for the coins. That was great.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension all around.
Yeah, as we're talking to you guys in the chat, the G8 dig. Well, I think Giants coming down to G7 created a lot of pressure in the bottom right, and so taking G8 meant that F9 was super sweaty with 3 of you on in it. So yeah,
that's a good point.
I want to ask the Brooders team real quick. When we hard dug that G6, if we hadn't done that, would you all have taken that? That was the big sweaty decision we made.
That was our next move. Double spade on C1 and G6. And then you took that hex, and then we became greedy. Then we saw this southern line, and we were on fire and forgot to count our structures on the board.
We were talking about it. Oh, we were talking about taking I5 so that you could take G6.
Yeah, we should have just gone for this northern town, and I think then it could have been close at the end. With one more
I have a question for DeepCube. So in round 2, were you considering like throwing all of your workers at landscape on H6 just to connect?
We thought about throwing a single spade at the landscape on H6. We were like a little bit of power short. We were debating like, should we do this tunnel first? Should we just send our priest to Earth to get some power so we can threaten that? But we were like, no, like Nomads will definitely take that. But then you guys put off taking it for so long that we were kind of wondering if we would have been able to get away with it.
We wanted to greed Earth 2 before building the dwelling, but we were also like sweating the H6 because it was super important for our connection. We would have needed way more shipping, but we wanted to get those 2 points from Earth 1, so we weren't sure if that was a mistake or not. But yeah.
Wow. So you're telling me if we had sent that priest to Earth, threatened the single spade on H6, you would have 2 less points right now from Earth 1.
That's right. We would. That's totally right.
So greeting those 2 Earth 1 points won you the game. Nice
Potentially,
job.
yeah.
Nice.
Of course, you have still the option of using the bonus spade and not building there, delaying.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to get us out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the thing. We consider just digging H6 yellow and leaving it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did think about that hex a lot, but we thought we had a lot of other places to connect. We were like, oh yeah, we'll be fine. There's so many places to connect, and then we ended up 1 power short of being able to connect in like an actually nice way.
DeepCube, I have a question for you. Why didn't you single dig as your last move?
We saw that Nomads just had a ton of resources left, and I said I thought Nomads, like, it was hard to calculate how many points everyone had. We were like, okay, we think we've beaten Giants, we think we've beaten Witches, but Nomads, like, I don't know, they've got points coming from a million places, and they've got so many resources, like, so it was difficult to calculate. You know, I thought we were going to be close with Nomads, and I was like, Nomads would, I think, like with their Sanctuary, take Earth 3 and then send 2 priests to Earth and for an 8-point swing on us.
Yeah, it
so
actually
we're like,
worked.
we had to do this.
Nomads had the equivalent of Water 3 plus Priest Dakota single step. So if they turn that into Earth 3 plus Priest to Earth, that ties us. And they have like 5 coins at the end, so that's another, like, they can actually get to the 10th spot with their resources. Go down to 1 coin, I think, or roughly so. Lose fire to Giants, but beat us
Okay, fair.
on Earth, and that's too much for us. Well, this
that's why we were
doesn't work
delaying
either,
the
but,
Sanctuary.
yes.
All right, everyone. Anything else you want to add to that awesome game that we just watched and played?
Nah.
Nah.
I'm ready to go eat some cereal.
What about
right,
chocolate milk, Claybo?
Oh, that's gonna be. Don't worry, there will be chocolate milk.
Cool. So thanks everyone for playing. That was awesome. And yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. So
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
have a good day. Have a good
Agreed.
evening wherever you are.
Yeah, thanks for streaming as well, gents. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for putting
True.
this together. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.